Sweet beans are
Um,
made of these. Who am I to eat some beans?
Surprised you know
Travel
that
the
song.
world with all the beans. I know that because it was in an X-Men movie. See, there we go.
Oh
That's how I
fuck.
kill my
Oh
credibility.
fuck.
I just
Oh
killed my
no.
credibility right as I gained it. Well, I got it
Uh,
and then I just lost it instantly because I
yeah.
felt the need to do
Like
that.
one of the probably the worst X-Men movie too.
Yeah, is that where you
That was
said?
Apocalypse.
Yeah, you like that
Yeah.
more than Dark Phoenix?
I like Dark Phoenix more than Apocalypse. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's not. I don't know. I didn't have like a terrible time with Apocalypse with Dark Phoenix.
Yeah,
Like I think it might just be a matter of like I just like the X-Men
yeah.
and like I will just have a good time watching them, and also like this sounds fucked up, and I think I feel this is why I might have my opinion about Morbius might be the same way.
Yeah.
But like when there's not the Twitter hype about something,
You
it
just
puts less. When Twitter is hating on something, it gives me a reason to be like, okay, guys, let's come on, let's give it a chance, you
yeah.
know. So it's like Dark Phoenix was like that, like Apocalypse was like that. New Mutants is definitely like because everybody was like, oh, New Mutants is gonna fucking suck. It's gonna be the worst movie in the world, and I watch it and I'm like, oh, this is actually like fine. This is about as good as like the things that Twitter will eat up on a
Yeah.
daily basis.
So you're
You
like
know,
one of
plus
those
there's
like
gay, you know, so I'm like, oh, okay, so I like it, I enjoy it, you
so
know.
you're just like one of those I'm not like the other girls kind of
I
thing.
really am.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just a contrarian, everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I hated Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah. And then but then you love the Batman like everyone else, which just means you're supposed to hate on the
You're right.
Batman.
Fuck. Yeah, I should have
So,
just hated the Batman.
exactly. You hate Daredevil, you
Um
hate the Batman, you hate everything
yeah.
that Twitter
Yep.
enjoys
There we
communally.
go.
But
That's what
yeah.
I got to do. I guess I somebody commented, they were like, "Why are you so negative all the time?" And like, thank God somebody defended me. I was like surprised. Nobody ever comes to my defense on
Really?
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because they're like, he's made videos about why he loves these movies. All of his videos have been positive
Yeah.
in the past like 6 videos,
Yeah.
which that felt nice.
Yeah.
Defend me on Twitter more, everybody. I need it.
Yeah. You've been making a
I'm a
lot
little
of
victim.
positive content. I can't think of a negative video you've made other than I guess
I guess the No Way Home video
I was gonna
from
say
November
I
that
guess
everybody hated.
I was gonna I guess the apology too.
Oh,
That's kind of a
hey,
negative, you know?
listen, I think apologizing is an inherently positive thing to do.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
shows growth as an individual and a human being,
Yeah,
okay?
well, I mean, you stumped me with a green screen. I
You're right.
it just
I didn't get any comments about that. I was
yeah.
surprised. All the comments I think are people that didn't watch the video or they were only respond if they watched the video, the comment was talking about how my name's High Top
Oh,
Films.
yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't talk about the green screen bit,
Yeah.
which took
You know
so
what's
much fucking
funny?
effort on my
You know
part.
what's funny? You stole that joke, motherfucker. Maybe
I
not
did?
intentionally, but you
Wait,
did.
what? What joke?
Back on remember the Illiterate podcast that we recorded like first like last year, like around this
Yeah.
time? I was like introducing you and I was like Troy Boya 17, also known as High Top Films. That's his real
I have
name.
made that joke many times in the past.
Okay.
Hang
Well,
on.
I made it on
Hang
that
on.
and it was
Hang
a
on.
year
Not everything's
before.
about you, Mister.
I think
I
you're
only
gonna
know
have to
music from X-Men. Hang on.
you're
Hang
gonna have to
on.
make a second
Wait,
apology, is what I'm
don't
saying.
act like we forgot about that. Don't act like that's just gonna
No,
go under the
no, no, that
radar.
didn't happen.
Mindy, have you
Hashtag
ever seen
Morbius Sweep.
SpongeBob?
Hashtag Morbius Sweep.
Hashtag Morbius
Yeah.
everybody.
Just
Um,
completely
hello,
blindsiding
everybody.
me.
Welcome to Fanboy Talk.
Yeah.
This is our episode that we're recording this. I feel like now we have to mention when we record episodes
Yeah.
because if it takes so long to post
And
and then they just become instantly dated by
yeah.
by the relevant news.
Yeah.
This is Saturday, April
I
2nd.
do we have to talk about it now? Because it's not
It's like now we're tired of it. Now I'm
Yeah.
tired. Yeah, so fuck it. We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean,
um,
I didn't have
I
anything to say. I was
yeah,
tired of I think
because also if we say anything, we're going to get in trouble.
yeah.
That's what I learned.
Yeah.
I learned if you even make a joke about it, they're coming for you. It's terrifying.
The only person I really agree with is Daniel Radcliffe, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
it.
same.
Like
the only person I genuinely agree with is the people that are like, it's a rich guy that slapped another rich guy. It's funny.
yeah.
That's all it is.
I don't know if you watched the TMG podcast. I don't listen to
Mhm.
it that often, but Cody and Noel were doing a bit on it, and that's basically what Noel said, where he's like, "Who cares? I hate
it's
the
a
people."
$300 million man punched a $100 million man. The thing that threw me off was I looked up their ages, and Will Smith is younger than Chris Rock.
Really?
That's weird.
I mean,
Chris Rock's 57 and Will Smith's 53.
I'll say he does.
That's fucking crazy to me.
I mean, he looks younger, but still, he's been around longer, so you'd think something, right?
Well, that is how age works, Mithi. I know you're young, but like, we kind of figured
I
that
thought
out.
it's like,
He's been around longer, so that makes him
He's
older.
Yeah, that's what I
You're
thought.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it, Daviki. They got me, by the way. Did you see their tweet? I don't know if you follow them on Twitter. They're the funniest, the Vinky twins.
I've
They're
seen
the
like
funniest
their
people in the world.
TikToks occasionally.
They're
That's
hysterical. I
Yeah.
love them to death. I want them on the podcast. They're
Yeah.
my favorite people on TikTok.
Yeah.
They got me. They were like, we have a skin in Fortnite now, and
Yeah.
it was like one of the other skins that was from like fucking Twitch streamers and shits of the guy with the blonde mohawk.
Yeah, I could see it.
And they just put two of them on frame, and I was like, "Holy shit! Did they actually? That's so cool!" And I got really upset when it wasn't true.
Yeah, they just keep pranking the shit out of everyone for like no apparent reason other than to be funny, and that's I guess that's the way to do TikTok.
Well, that is what pranks are.
Yeah, which I don't know how to TikTok. Which go check out our TikTok. Have we plugged our TikTok on this yet?
I don't know. I don't
care.
But the TikTok is to get people here. We're not trying to get people to the TikTok.
No, I don't want you guys to listen to episodes.
We don't make money from the TikTok. We make money from this.
Go only watch the TikToks. I want to start making.
We make money from this only if you're watching this or listening to this on Spotify.
If
Spotify and Apple and all the other audio only listeners, we love you.
But what's more powerful, the money or the clout?
YouTube watchers, subscribe and we'll love you. But if you're not subscribed, you're a motherfucker. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
By the way, can the thumbnail for this YouTube video be the slap, but like replace somebody with Morbius? Can we?
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Thank you.
I started drafting something with MorbiusSweep on it, but that's a better idea.
MorbiusSweep is also very funny. That's the funniest like hashtag in the world to me. I love it.
I saw another one that was like when there are fries in the Morbius theater or something like that.
I genuinely think that Morbius will make an ironic $1 billion by the end of his lifespan. Because we were gonna go never mind. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
The theaters were packed. No, the theaters were more full. The theaters were more full than we were expecting.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think there were a lot of people going as an April Fool's joke. And I wonder if that was Sony's intent.
Yeah.
Do you think Sony was like, we got to release this on April Fool's?
Maybe that's
the
like
only way we're going to make money.
That has to be like a very late term strategy. I think at the beginning they were like, this is going to be our Rockstar
because it was supposed to come out like June and then October and then January.
And now it's finally out.
Now April.
Yep.
It got delayed like 50 times.
What else?
This was supposed to come out before Venom 2.
What is this exactly competing with right now?
Technically Sonic next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, which that's gonna SonicSweep.
This is that's fair.
Yeah,
I haven't seen enough Sonic marketing other than Jim Carrey saying weird stuff, fun interviews.
Interesting. I've seen a good amount. I've seen Ben Schwartz do some good work. I mean, it's not out for like a week, so I wonder.
That's true. A lot of Indian movies coming out though. Not to fucking hijack this shit. I need to still watch RRR.
Not to hijack this shit, motherfucker. You're the co-host on the podcast.
This is true.
No, not to talk about something I'm interested in.
No.
I'm only allowed to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home, my favorite movie ever made.
Stop it. You're gonna like gaslight me into actually thinking it's my favorite movie ever made.
I thought it was.
Yeah. But yeah,
Mithi, you're crazy. What are you talking about?
This is true. Batman is my least favorite movie, and Spider-Man is my favorite.
Would you say that Morbius was unique?
No.
Oh, so it's better than the Batman.
It's better than the Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. This is the real Batman.
I love the part where they just verbatim copy the Batman. But yeah, there are a good amount of Indian movies coming out. There is a trailer for a new Indian movie that I have been excited for at least a few months. And I watched it this morning because it got released this morning. And I'm going to be honest, I had mixed thoughts. If I say this aloud, people will cut my head off. So I'm saying it here, where maybe some people will not listen
aloud
to it. Here.
This is where you actually are saying it. I want to you realize that tweeting isn't saying something aloud. Mithi.
But the Twitter crowd and there's like an overlap, between people who are big fans of this movie and people who will watch this podcast. I think I might not be. My head might be on a platter in the next week. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know. All I know is all of our questions are like, how would you do the DC universe? How would you do this superhero movie? If you had the chance to do a superhero movie, what would you do?
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna assume
that is that. I'm
gonna assume we don't have that Venn diagram.
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
They're as fierce as K-pop fans, but at least with K-pop fans, when people shit on K-pop,
that is a bold.
I know. But here's the scary thing. When K-pop people shit on K-pop, right? Then you'll see the K-pop fans go attack them. When people shit on this fandom, those people disappear. I never see their
shit.
takes. I see the takes completely disappear, and no one knows what happens to them. So I think there's something going on where just no one is allowed to talk shit about these Indian movies. And I'm excited. I was originally excited for it. And
What movie is this? Which one is this?
It's Beast. It's a Southern Indian movie coming out in the next few weeks. Which they
I saw a bunch of people hyping up this other one. It's like out now, isn't it? I don't remember. What
RRR. There's RRR that's out now, and I want to watch that.
I saw a lot of people hyping it up.
Yeah, a lot of even Patrick Williams was hyping up. I want to watch it because I saw the trailer and I thought it was stupid, and then everyone liked the movie. I hope this is a similar case for this other movie that's coming out, where I saw the trailer. It's a little iffy, but I liked some of it. They shot on like new cameras, and I feel like they didn't know how to use the cameras properly. Like some of the shots are like
that is mean. Holy shit.
I know. Not all of it. I didn't mean it as mean as I said it. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I listen, guys. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I just feel like you guys don't know how to use cameras. Did you even know how to turn the camera on? I didn't think so.
I think they color graded stuff wrong for the trailer. That's my take. But yeah, no, they don't know how to
imagine I said that about like John Watts or some shit. I would get fucking destroyed. I would get eaten alive.
This is probably true. I take back everything I've said in the past 5 minutes. I'm so excited for Beast, and I'm so excited for everything else.
Now we're talking.
But yeah, Indian movies, they're fun. Watch them. They're actually fun. Go watch.
They're not superhero movies, so I don't watch them.
This is basically a superhero movie. Oh, really? The way this guy fucking like cuts people in half, he's basically a superhero.
Cool. We love that. We love a good cutting in half.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, what else happened? I can kind of think of what else happened.
I mean, like, I don't want to talk about the Will Smith thing anymore. That's
no, me neither.
We'll do Morbius in a bit. We'll like have a whole section on that.
Yeah,
because spoilers. Because we don't want to spoil Morbius. For anybody,
no. You deserve to have a lot of people raw.
Well, I know a lot of people are looking to watch it. I know a lot of people like don't want to have the experience ruined for them.
Yeah.
Especially the credits scene.
I
know people don't want that ruined for them.
The director
so I don't want to say
doesn't want you to go in.
The director was definitely like hashtag don't spoil the Morbius.
I don't think the director worked on that scene. Do you know what the director said about
No, that scene was fucking trash. Okay, we'll talk about it later.
But, do you know? You know, in the trailer, there's the shot of.
I guess we're talking about it now.
No. This is different. All
right.
In the trailer, there's a shot in the background of Raimi Spider-Man, and it says "murderer" on it.
Yeah,
and everyone freaked out about that. Yeah. The director said she didn't do that. Someone else did that. Yeah, she didn't do that.
I'll bet you, like, with all this shit, it was just a matter of like, okay, we don't know what universe this is.
Let's just.
And then No Way Home. Then Venom came out, and then No Way Home came out, and then they're like, fuck, how can we force it to make sense after these movies?
Yeah,
that's really all I bet it was.
Yeah, there's got to be so much like stuff like that happened behind the scenes with this movie, but it's a whole thing.
And it's kind of refreshing. It's refreshing to watch like a movie that's like, oh wow. This wasn't studio fucked. I mean, I guess it was studio fucked. Yeah. But like the studio fucked up here.
Yeah.
It's nice to see these companies fail.
Yeah.
Is my perspective.
Yeah, of course you'd say that, you fucking billionaire hating. I thought you made an apology.
I love the billionaires. I apologize to billionaires.
Yeah,
I said I was sorry. Hey, it looks like hang on. It looks like I'm like matching it. I'm like lined up with me. I'm like, it's like an echo behind me.
Am I supposed to spit my water out now?
Yeah.
It's a green screen?
You were drinking that water for so long.
I drank.
By the way, anybody who doesn't know, because he posted it on a second channel to his 25 subscribers.
Now, like 30.
he did a very funny reaction video, and then I saw he put it on a second channel. I was like, oh, nobody's gonna see this now.
I was gonna put it on the main channel, and then I put the other thing on the main channel yesterday. I'm like, I could still put it on the main channel.
You were like, I don't know what to put on the channel. I haven't uploaded it so long. Yeah, I need to upload. So you had something, and you're like, no, this isn't good enough.
I'll make something funnier, and then I'll upload it on the main channel.
That's good.
I uploaded the funny clip to Twitter. All that matters is Twitter views. I don't care.
No, they missed out on you telling chat to chill out when chat wasn't moving. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen on this platform. Chat, chill out, chat.
It's just one person.
Just one.
Well, but good job for not being racist.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Congratulations. I didn't read.
You up to anything this week?
Not much. I mean, we didn't talk about it that much, but Moon Knight came out.
Yeah. We watched it together.
We did. That was fun.
It's a little date night.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Never mind. I guess
Just be completely.
it was
ridiculous.
It was a completely. It was a work related
It was work
scenario.
related. I'm too
We're
busy
not
with.
friends at all. I
I'm too
guess.
busy. I'm too busy with the Morbius sweep to
You're
go on
right.
dates.
So am I.
Yeah.
The
Hashtag
Morbius
Morbius
sweep.
sweep. When there are
I'm
beans
calling
at
it
the
Morbius
Morbius
from now
theater,
on.
you never Morbius beans.
I don't know what these mean.
It's Morbius
I don't
beans.
get it.
You don't know. Imagine though. But yeah, that was.
No, Moonlight was cool though.
Yeah.
Moonlight, I went and we watched it together, so it's gonna be hard to like have this conversation because we
Yes.
had the
We
conversation
had
as it
part
was
of the
happening.
conversation. Yes.
Yeah. I went in with like the lowest expectations possible because I've been burned by these shows many times, and I was like, I heard rough things about it.
Yeah.
This first episode was cool. It
Yeah.
was enjoyable.
Oscar Isaac, I think, is my favorite part of the episode, just because
for
he's
sure.
having fun and it's
far and
nice.
away.
Not when I keep comparing it to Venom 2018, which first off, that tweet got likes and I got a little bit of shit. It was your tweet.
It was my tweet. That's motherfucker. Yeah, fuck you, mother. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't. You know, I'm a controversial figure on Twitter. I am grouped in with the. If you see this profile picture, you know you're gonna see a shit take.
Yeah.
I'm always one of those four for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't have the subscribers to back it up, but I'm always one of those four.
I did it anyway because it was like 3 a.m. and I was like, nothing's gonna happen. And nothing happened really, to be honest.
Time zones exist. In other time zones, it's different times.
This is true, but I am the only person
were on
in the world
because of Moon Knight.
This is also true. I just forgot that for a second.
You didn't use your head.
No, I didn't, because I was too busy getting ready for Morbius Sweep. I was about to say watching Moon Knight, but no, Morbius Sweep.
I was too busy watching Moon Knight.
No.
But no, I enjoy the episode.
Does it have Venom 2018 energy? Yes.
Oh yeah,
it does.
Oh,
but I like it for it. I kind of like it for it. You know,
I don't know enough about Moon Knight to like confidently like say anything. You know, so it's like I said, I made a tweet as well, and I hate referring to Twitter because we're on a fucking podcast, and I feel like we shouldn't do that. But like whatever. It has Venom 2018 energy, and like the tone is kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And I saw some people saying that like that's a good thing for this character. And if that's the case for Moon Knight, then cool, then good work. I don't know. It didn't feel intentional, is what I'm saying.
This is a Steven heavy episode. There's not that much stuff going with Mark. Again, I don't know anything with Moon Knight, but
it feels like we gotta wait another episode or two before the show actually starts.
It feels like a prequel comic before the show started, minus the last like 10 minutes of the show or the episode.
And it's like I kind of wish they just released the first 3, like HBO does.
Yeah.
But then that would be half the show, so maybe not, because this is a 6-hour movie with and
we still have to wait
surprise
for
villain
the Green Lantern show. So that's the other thing.
Why you gotta bring that up? Why you gotta hurt me like that?
It's the thing that's coming next, you know?
Why you gotta hurt me like that?
Sorry.
You know, hey, come on,
I'll make my apology video tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry.
I was so excited for that fucking show. It hurts.
Yeah.
I'm in a DC mood, by the way. I've been playing DC superheroes.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
I have also been playing more DC superheroes.
Super villains, sorry. The villains.
Yeah. It's fun though. It's nice to drive around.
But like, no, I I feel like there's potential here, but I felt that same way about some of the other shows.
Yeah.
You know? This was definitely the strongest first episode of any of the shows.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? I can see that. Like visually there was a lot of really interesting decisions and stuff and like it looked good for like 80% of it.
Yeah.
And then the other 20% felt like reshoots and like forced in jokes, which was kind of gross and I didn't like.
Yeah. I think looking at all the shows that have happened in the past year, I think people forget Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but that's still, I think,
that was one of my favorite
basis ones. The
even
strongest
aside from
thing.
The political stuff, I enjoyed that show quite a bit.
Is the strongest, I think, thing that DC that Marvel has done in the past year and a half.
Yeah.
I like Loki just because the second episode is really cool, but as a whole, I'm not yearning to revisit that show, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like Hawkeye was great, but I've also had problems with Hawkeye. So this feels promising, but part of me also thinks this is kind of just going to be another one of those shows.
I'm just burnt out at this point.
Kind of tired.
Like there's so much. I don't get Loki hype. I never understood it.
It's because it's like he's dating himself and that's cool.
Is that really it?
No.
Okay.
I think
I was going to say, okay.
I heard someone say, because I listen to Chuckle Sandwich, they keep talking about the pastiche. And I don't know what pastiche means, but I think it has something to do with the production design. Looking really cool. But that's not a story thing, and it's like I think as much as I love the technical stuff, to me, what's going to get me going back is good character work, and Loki has some good character work, but nothing that like I'm remembering fondly. You
Yeah,
know?
it just feels like every single one of these shows is missing something like core,
Mm,
you know, is missing something important,
yeah,
which is very strange because it's like I don't know, it's like it's because there's so many shows and they're made so fucking quick
yeah,
that like I think it's because I don't have the hype for them that I can't really enjoy them too much as I would something that I don't have hype for, like for other things, you know?
yeah. I
I don't
also
know.
heard something weird that Ethan Hawke in the show. This is the first thing he has done supposedly where he didn't get to read the
I
script
saw
before he
that.
did
Yeah,
it.
that's gross. I'm not a fan of that.
Because the idea too, when they all came on board this, and you can tell they're very, it's not like they're anti MCU, but they're very much like, this is not anything to do with the MCU.
The
We don't
fact that
want to
we
do
didn't
that.
have a forced reference to that big green
Remember
guy
when you guys all
was
blipped?
so
Yeah.
fucking refreshing
Yep.
that it made me love this episode. Just
Yeah.
because it wasn't like, oh, where's the Avengers when you need them?
Yeah. Yep.
Like it felt like an actual human being.
I feel like
talking.
that lady
It
was
it's
going to
because
make
it
a
was
reference to the
British.
Avengers.
She absolutely would have. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's very weird to me that you guys didn't get to see the scripts. I guess.
I don't like it's Marvel's obsessed with spoilers to the point of like detrimenting the actors now, and I really
Yeah.
dislike it.
It's like, are the actors going to go
Because
to
like,
fucking TMZ? I
what
don't
is
know.
gonna like the fact that what is gonna fucking happen? What are
Yeah.
they gonna spoil? Oh, I'm a villain. What? Well, duh. You know, and like the fact that Marvel's so everybody's like, oh, Tom Holland spoils everything. He said that Spider-Man falls in a lake.
Yeah.
That's
That
really
was
and then the Infinity War thing on the stage, which was really funny.
what did? Oh yeah, because it was
He
like
was like,
after
"Hey
the,
guys, I died, right?" And
yeah,
then they didn't see the
yeah,
movie
that's
yet.
right, yeah,
But that's because they didn't tell him they didn't see the movie yet. You know,
yeah.
like
It's
like,
honestly Mark Ruffalo has done worse, probably.
and even then, I don't
Some
know.
of
I
that
feel
also kind of feels scripted
we
too.
all knew
So
they
who
were
knows?
gonna die at the end of
It's just-
Infinity War.
Everyone talks about that being a shock ending, and I don't. I
No,
made
we
my
knew
video,
that. We knew
but
that at the end of Age of
we
Ultron.
we knew it was going to end depressingly. We didn't know they
Yeah.
were all going to die, but we knew okay, it's a
Well,
two-parter,
it's
so
like
something's going to
okay,
happen. That's it.
okay, but also like okay, not even like not to be like the comics. Infinity Gauntlet starts with him
everyone
doing the
dying.
snap.
Yeah.
The start. That's the whole. Do you think we're really
I
gonna
think
prevent that whole
The
story?
only reason I think people were surprised was also, oh, that's so corny in the comics. That's not how they're going to do it in the movie. It's going to be like
It
a
was
whole.
cool as hell in the comics. I fucking loved that.
It was cool as hell in the comics, but I think back then
That
there was a lot
moment.
of
I
how would they do that?
I fully believe the biggest issue with Endgame and
Yeah.
the biggest issue with Marvel as a whole up until
Is
now
the
has
Hulk?
been
I'm kidding.
and Hulk, yeah.
Yeah.
But the lack of Spider-Man being the core of what it needs in the universe.
Yeah.
Because it's like in Infinity Gauntlet in the book, like Thanos does the snap, and Peter's the first one to see it happen.
Yeah.
He's fucking swinging around helping people, and people start fucking blipping, and it's like this kind of scary moment. And he's the core of like the little guy. It's about the people still.
Yeah.
And he's the one person that you like are tied to as a viewer and as an audience, as a reader and
Yeah,
shit.
it's Peter. Peter
it's
is
like with
on his own. He's a great story, but in groups, he is your POV. That's what he
he's
is.
the best. He's the best group character.
Yeah.
And he's the Nightwing of the universe in a way, and it's like he has his fucking fingers and all the metaphorical pies.
Yeah.
And I think we're just kind of getting to that point in the movies.
Yeah.
But because they introduced him so fucking late, and they spent so much time being like, oh, we have to let him earn to be that, let him earn to be Spider-Man. You know,
which now it's also
just,
like, what is he gonna do?
And now he doesn't even know anybody. That's right. That's another thing.
Which would be an interesting way to go about it, but I don't know how much real estate space Sony's going to let them have there.
I feel like I get the decision to have Peter snap away, but at the same time, the snap could have been this really fucking interesting thing to do with that character that they didn't do anything with.
Yeah.
You know, like imagine he's in high school, snap and comes back. He's in college now.
Yeah.
You know, and then you deal with the Aunt May shit that way. You have a time jump. He's older.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that could have been a really easy fix that No Way Home decided to use a whole movie to do.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, but that's
which is like at least No Way Home
or
did
even,
it.
Even just get rid of Ned through the snap would have been interesting. Like the fact that
is Ned ever going to come back?
It's Hobgoblin. Don't you remember? Don't you know? It's going to be Hobgoblin.
I forgot that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like Marvel kind of wasted their Snap stuff, and they're kind of doing interesting stuff with it. Like that episode of WandaVision was interesting.
Yeah.
But like it's after the fact.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think they're gonna do Snap stuff in this, or are we done with Snap stuff?
I would hope we're done with the Snap stuff. It's been fucking 4
I feel
years.
like what is this Secret Invasion? Right, that might do some Snap stuff.
Maybe
because that's coming out like
that
later
feels
this
more
year.
like that feels like more annoing MCU stuff.
Yeah,
for lack
is
of a
fair.
better term.
This is
Wait, Troy, why are you so negative all the time?
This is why
Mm.
I'm this year. There's nothing Marvel that's really exciting me. Even like Thor, I'm like, this is gonna be fun, and Doctor Strange is gonna be fun. But like, I'm just here to watch the scenes. I'm not here to watch. I guess Doctor Strange maybe is a little bit of an exception because of Raimi, but
Yeah.
it's not the biggest thing in the world.
I'm not interested in Doctor Strange for the stuff that they're marketing Doctor Strange for.
Yeah.
You know, I'm interested in Doctor Strange for the stuff that they're not marketing, which is the, you know, just how it looks, and it looks.
I'm
like
interested
a
in Doctor
good movie.
Strange so we can sit down Sam Raimi in a chair and give him a bunch of press questions. That's why I'm interested in Doctor Strange.
And also so that Sam Raimi can be like, man, this was so much worse than directing the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
This experience was not fun to me.
Yeah.
But the only like comic book thing I'm looking forward to this year that I'm aware of that's coming out this year is like genuinely looking forward to is Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
If that even comes out this year,
Yeah.
which I think it will probably get delayed.
Might, but just because I haven't. Well, it's only 4 months away, right? 4 or 5 months away.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
No, it's October, so that's still a bit away.
I'm just curious how, because I know animation. Speaking of fucking Oscars, animation, that bullshit.
Animation movies are for little babies,
little baby boys. I'm a Disney princess. Any parent will know that kids like.
It is kind of funny that Rachel Zegler wasn't up there because they're going to do Snow White.
That's right. I forgot about that. No, wait.
I mean, she went up there with Nate, with fucking Jacob Elordi to present.
I thought Jenna Ortega was going to be Snow White. No. Who's Jenna?
I don't know who Jenna Ortega.
Oh, she's going to be Wednesday Addams. That's right.
My bad. Okay, I don't know.
I honestly, I get her and Rachel Zegler mixed up a lot because they both I discovered them both at the same time, like the same like month, and I was like, oh, these are both cool people that are like.
I know someone who confused Jenna Ortega with Zendaya, which is like,
okay, that's weird. Yeah. That I don't know about.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, yeah, Spider-Verse, because I guess it's just like how did pandemic stuff affect the production of that movie? And because it's animated, probably not too much.
I wonder if they push it to Christmas. That's more. Because
what's it supposed to be like?
October,
August,
right now.
October.
Really? I think it's October. Right
decision.
Now. So maybe they would.
But do they want to push it to Christmas with Shazam and Avatar?
Maybe like Christmas, like No Way Home Christmas.
Like the
week before. Like the week before.
I thought that's what.
When is Shazam coming out? Shazam is coming out earlier now. It's coming out in like July. Yeah,
no,
right?
it's the same day as Avatar.
When is Avatar coming out?
Like the week before Christmas, I think.
Really? I thought it was so. Like
because unless if they changed the release date since then, but the last I heard it was the two of them are going against each other the same weekend.
New release date.
We love being researched. We love our.
Yeah, this is my December 12th. Yeah, you're right.
So 2 weeks. And it's like unless if we really have a crazy weekend of a James Cameron movie, Shazam 2 and Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
You know, that would be fascinating. That'd be a fascinating display of like
maybe they're waiting
which one will come out on top there.
Maybe if like the Avatar trailer comes out and it's like the best thing in the world and they're like, okay, yeah, all right, well,
maybe
that shouldn't affect it that much actually. I
think if anything they would be more worried about Shazam than Avatar. Just because
the demo hits a little,
it's another superhero thing, you know. There's a Venn diagram there.
Yep.
But also, like, I love Shazam. I would go see Spider-Verse first.
Yeah.
Sorry, David. I love you. I love Shazam. Shazam's my second favorite DC thing.
Yeah.
I can't.
No, it's Spider-Verse. Yeah, it's fair.
It's my favorite movie.
If that happens, and watch him also be like, yeah, Spider-Verse.
Yeah, he's gonna go see it too.
Yeah. But yeah,
just kidding. Yeah, and then Shazam 2. Shazam 2 and Spider-Verse are kind of the only comic book things I'm interested in right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know why I'm not.
Black Adam could be interesting.
I forgot that Black Adam's coming out. I completely forgot that's coming out. That feels like one of those movies that's going to come out on HBO Max. I don't know why. I'm like,
it's interesting because it feels so. The things we've seen of it are so big. I guess because we haven't seen a full trailer yet.
That might be
like teases.
Maybe it's also because it's Noah Centineo, the king of streaming. So I'm
I'm
like,
telling you,
ooh,
man, he's gonna fucking come in clutch.
yeah,
He's gonna kill it. His
yeah.
theatrical debut, he's gonna be the best performance we've
He's
ever
gonna
seen in a comic
bang
movie.
Margot Robbie, like he said
Fuck
before.
off! I swear to God, man. If you make one mistake, I don't hold it over your head for the rest of your
Yeah, you
life.
definitely don't.
I've never done that before.
That's never happened. I'm
Um,
so a symbiote skins in Fortnite. Who? Yeah,
yeah, the thing you don't
yeah.
have.
The thing I don't have.
Yeah. But what else is oh, I'm playing Skyrim. I don't
You,
know.
I am also playing.
We're
Why
also
are we
playing
doing the
Skyrim.
same
We're
things?
doing the same
Why are
things.
we
We're
doing the
becoming the
same
same
things?
person.
I was playing
But
Skyrim
I'm playing
before you got
Skyrim.
into
You were,
Skyrim.
but I was playing it better. I'm playing it modded.
Yeah,
You're
shut
playing it
up.
vanilla. Fucking
I don't.
loser.
I'm a purist. That maybe would came out the wrong way. I'm a.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about purism in Skyrim
Yeah, I
because there's all the
know.
racists in that game.
I
And you
played
picked
the
a
game it
Nord.
was meant
You're
to be
playing as a
played.
Nord, aren't you?
No,
You
I'm
picked
playing
the
as a
fucking
Breton.
Nord.
Playing as a Breton.
Oh, okay. You're still a human though. I don't fucking care.
Uh,
What elves for life,
I'm role
baby?
playing as a very
Wood
rich
elves are the
person.
shit.
I bought.
I like taking wood elf. I like finding. Okay, I always pick a wood elf,
Yeah.
and they're all like fucking hideous, right?
Yeah.
Because the game has such a shitty art style.
Yep.
Um,
Which is why
and I
people are
love.
racist to
By
them.
the For the record, I love Skyrim. It's like my favorite game ever made.
Yeah.
The game has such a like a disgusting decision to make like all the elves hideous,
Yeah.
and I like to try and make the elves sexy just to spite the game the game
Yeah.
designers.
Which
I make
I mean,
my
it's a
wood elf
pretty
really
good.
fucking buff, and then like I give him like a square jaw,
Yeah.
and like I make him look like a regular person.
He's a.
It's
I
so
mean, you
much
got a
fun.
pretty good design
I'm
on
happy.
your
I
world.
figured it out.
Yeah.
I've cracked the code,
Yeah.
and you
I'm
may
just.
give him a green arrow beard, and you're set.
I just made my guy fucking. I'm like role playing as like not Bruce Wayne, but
Mm-hmm.
like I'm just a rich guy who has a bunch of mansions, and
So Bruce
that's
Wayne.
it. So what?
Wait, did you know you could buy houses before you just, or is this a late game decision
No,
that you?
this is a late game decision. I've just been
Okay,
deciding to do this. Not from
okay,
the beginning when I am
all
like
right.
poor. I was
So I
playing
don't
as
know if
Bruce
you
Wayne.
could really say this is role play, but all
This
right,
is
go
true.
ahead.
Now I am. Yeah, it's
All right,
like a retroactive decision, I guess.
okay, all
No,
right,
but
all
yeah,
right.
I'm just running around buying houses and trying to furnish them. And the furnishing thing, I don't want. I looked it up online, and they were like, if you need to furnish your house, it's going to take a while, so just do it yourself. I don't like doing it myself because I don't like
So
collecting the
you
material.
want to pay
I
fucking
want to,
Aventus Arantino
yes,
to have it interesting.
and
That's
usually that
so expensive.
is I'm a billionaire. I got all the monies. I'm not a billionaire. I'm a
Okay,
hundred
no, but
thousand millionaire.
you know what would make you richer, Mithi?
What?
If you did the Dark Brotherhood quest line.
Don't talk to me about this.
So for anyone who doesn't know, in Skyrim, basically the Dark Brotherhood is like an assassin's guild, right? And it's a very fun quest line. I very much enjoy it. To start the quest line, you end up getting kidnapped by them, and they're like, "Hey, kill one of these 3 people, and we'll let you join." But you also have the option to kill the person that kidnapped you, and then you can go like kill the rest of the assassins guild and shit. Um, Mithi, it's very hard to kill this person. It's
It
a very
is,
difficult boss fight. It's
especially at the
literally the
level I
leader.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's the Dark Brother quest line is like my favorite quest line in the game, and you end up with like 400,000 gold by the end of it or something, just by like
Oh,
so much shit. And so
I'd like you to
when I
stop
was talking
talking,
to
but I'm not
Mithi,
going to stop you.
and he told me that he fucking went and killed everybody and got a measly 3,000 gold for it. I was like, oh no, how long
Listen,
ago did you do this? Can you reload the
last year.
save?
This was like in June last year. Listen,
Yeah,
here's what.
honestly, if I was
Here's
you, I would have restarted my save. I would have started from scratch.
here is my. I I didn't make that much progress. So like, if
Mm-hmm.
I found it, maybe I could, but I'm scared to do so. Here's what happened. I was playing with Scribe because he plays the game too much, and I was just getting his advice. And he's like, "Yeah, usually you do the Dark Brotherhood," and I was like, "But this is a hard boss to defeat, so maybe I'm doing the Rock Smolder. Maybe I try to defeat this boss, and then that's kind of interesting, right? And then I kill everyone, and that could be a very interesting quest." So I used my scrolls. I did everything. It took me like fucking 20 tries, and then I finally killed her. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm badass." And then I killed the 3 people anyway because I was just, why not? Because I'm a fucking
Yeah,
I'm role
makes
playing as
sense
a
to me.
Actually, I'm not role playing as a Bruce Wayne. I'm role playing as the prick, and that's what the prick would do.
I mean,
Is he would
that's
just
kind of
kill
how you play
everyone.
Skyrim. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So then I just go and kill everyone. I'm like, oh my god, I did it, and that's the end. I just got the 3,000. And I'm like, oh, is that it? Okay, whatever. And now I hear that the Dark Brotherhood is
It's
like
like a
not
whole 10-hour long
they.
quest line
And you
with
were
like
like they
twists
kill.
and turns, and you kill the
I thought
emperor.
they were
That's your
just
whole
like.
goal.
I
It's
thought they were
great.
more evil than the Thieves Guild, and then you told
No,
me, no, they're not. They're
no, they're
less
fucking great.
evil.
I love them.
Why did I not
It's my
know this
favorite.
before?
It's the best. Yeah, it's so great.
And so now I'm stuck, and either I have to just restart from the beginning or something, and maybe I will. I don't know. I want to finish the actual main story first. I'm very close to. I just need to
That's
set the
fair.
dragon
Yeah.
free, and then once I do that, maybe I'll do that.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like I'll set
Um,
the dragon free. I'll
and
finish
then you
that,
go to the
and then
yeah,
I
gotcha.
So
Um, like I think that's very because you are discovering firsthand
yeah,
the biggest issue with Skyrim.
yeah,
It's that it is not Oblivion, and it is not like as in depth as they want you to think it is.
mm,
Just in like there, it really is. And I love Skyrim. I need to feel like I need to keep preferencing this. It is my favorite game ever made. I think I can say that now.
yeah,
You are really limited in what you can do a
yeah,
lot of the time. And it's a matter of like, okay, the other option, you can do it, but don't do it.
yeah.
You know, like the another good
It's
example is the
the
companions.
it's the Red Dead problem that Jakey says, right? Where it's like you can make decisions, but the game still wants you to go a
Yeah,
certain way, even though it feels more
really,
freeform.
Skyrim is like Skyrim is just a matter of like you become the leader of every single guild. You're the Dragonborn. You become a fucking Thane.
Yeah,
You are the top general and whatever. The only choice that actually like exists
mm,
is the imperialists versus racists.
yeah,
You know,
yep,
which is just a decision I don't like to make, so I don't do it.
yeah.
You know, like I wish there was a
I
road
mean, I
of
like
like
playing the Civil War stuff, but yeah,
it's a fun quest line until you remember that the
the,
Nords fucking suck
this is true. The only
and that
thing
the
is,
Empire
it
sucks.
ends so quickly. Why the
Yeah,
fuck does it end so quickly? You conquer Windhelm if you're on the Imperials, and
yeah,
that's it. And I'm like, guys, come on, let me do some shit. I want to
yeah.
fight more people, but
Yeah, and I also this is a thing I talked about this on Twitter like a year ago when I was playing last time.
yeah,
Like Skyrim is really fucked up in that it introduces you to the game by
yeah,
having the Empire trying to kill you
yeah,
and by being like, "Hey, aren't these Stormcloak rebels are pretty cool guys?"
yeah,
And then they're horrific racists.
yeah,
Like they're awful.
yeah,
And then you also find out that like there's that they were the Aldmeri Dominion like planted them to
yeah.
destroy the balance of Tamriel so they could take over and shit.
Mhm.
Like that's in one of the books. And like it's but then it's like, well, the Empire kind of sucks because they're gonna kill you, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's a super strange decision from a game maker's
Maybe
perspective,
that
I
was a
think.
late game decision too, where like the opening wasn't determined, and then they decided that's the opening. So
Maybe,
then they were like,
but it's.
"Oh,
I think it was just a matter of like you're in Helgen. Why are you in Helgen? Oh, it'd be kind of cool if you were crossing the border, you know.
yeah, yeah,
And it's like it's better than something like Fallout 4, which Fallout 4 is like you can't role play at all in
mm,
Fallout 4
yeah,
because that's like you have a wife and a kid and you have to have that for the
yeah."
main story.
Is Fallout New Vegas good? Because I played like 1 hour of it once, and I was like, I don't
I
know.
enjoy it. I can't get through it because it's just a little too dated for me.
Yeah,
Like it's just a technical thing for
yeah,
me. I would like to I'd like to try it modded and stuff to see if I can get it like you know more up to a modern perspective and stuff.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's not like it's in terms of decisions and stuff. It's much more interesting in Skyrim.
It's the more D&D role play game, right? Between
Yeah,
the
it's
two. Yeah,
like in Skyrim, you if you have a mission in Skyrim, you have to take out a bandit camp.
yeah.
You have to walk up to the bandit camp and kill everybody in it and
Mm,
then leave.
yeah.
Like that's all you do.
You can't do.
In New Vegas, it's like you can try to talk to them. You
Yeah.
can like sneak in and not kill anybody. There's so
Which is
much
why people
more
complain, or
potential
people compare New Vegas to Red Dead sometimes too, right? I think,
in a way. Yeah, yeah.
but
Um, there's a little bit more like branching paths and stuff, and it really is just kind of branching paths, but it's a little bit more nuanced in that way.
yeah,
It's like you can't play Skyrim pacifist.
yeah, yep,
You know, and it's like the thought of playing Skyrim pacifist is hilarious.
yeah,
Because it's like that's not gonna happen.
yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Which makes me,
You know,
I mean, like, I wonder what they're gonna do with six. I mean, is six
six
ever?
is gonna be very disappointing.
Yeah,
Six is Bethesda has kind of like dropped the ball on
yeah,
their big things lately.
yeah.
I
I mean, I
think
guess they're
graphically
working on
it'll be
this.
nice, but that's
There's
it.
the new Starship game or whatever, right? That they're working on,
Yeah,
Starfield or something like
yeah,
that. That, I mean, it looks interesting, but I don't know what it entails. It's like
yeah. It's we haven't seen anything from it, so
I
it's like,
thought we saw
what is it?
like a small clip of like a guy in a spaceship, and that was it.
Oh, that's right, we did. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And it's like, I mean, I'm assuming it's not the
I'm
same
assuming
engine,
just
right?
Skyrim in space or Fallout in space, you know, and
Yeah,
that's interesting. I don't have a PC
yeah,
or an Xbox. So like I played. By the way, I play Skyrim through emulated Windows through
yeah,
Parallels on
yeah,
my M1
and it
Mac,
still runs
and
pretty well.
it runs pretty good.
Yeah,
I've been modding the shit out of it and really pushing it for some reason because I'm
yeah,
stupid.
yeah,
I got a texture pack to make everything 8K
yeah.
for some reason.
Because you have
Because fuck me, I
is your
guess.
monitor 8K?
My monitor's 4K.
Okay, so yeah, there's no point.
Yeah, but and then I tried one that turns everything into like a Pixar look, which is just taking all the textures
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
really
and
lowering the
smoothing them.
resolution
Yeah.
and just to one color.
Hmm.
And that was fun for like a second, and then like you kind of it loses its like lure. But
Luster.
you
Yeah.
should mod it. I'm telling you now, just
I'll
like
I'll mod it with at least the
it is
inventory thing.
I understand. Like maybe it's just because I grew up with it. It's fucking 11 years old at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Like vanilla Skyrim is good, but boy, you're missing out
Yeah.
on like just it's like small things like making companions not die or making them strong. Like little
Yeah.
like it's really just a bunch of little things.
I think to me it's just once I finish the final quest, I think I'll open up a little bit more about that. I
Yeah,
think
that's
right now
fair.
I'm just like Skyrim is my go-to, like just doing nothing, let's be lazy, play some Skyrim kind of thing.
That's fair.
Or I'm not doing it with a specific intent, but I think eventually I'll mess with mods, at least for the
Yeah.
inventory
I just think
stuff
the
to
mods like take some of the dated aspects of it, like
yeah.
the combat, because combat's bad in
Mm.
Skyrim. There's a reason we are both playing bow and arrow
Yeah.
players.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's the only fucking build that is any remotely fun.
Yeah.
But there are combat mods that like add different animations and let you like jump attack and like switch to one-handed to do two-handed for the same weapon, which
Yeah.
is kind of fun. And like a bunch of like little things
Mm.
that just kind of push it to like, hey, this game's 10 years old, but hey, it's still fun, you
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like because I played on PS4 for most of it, like most of like my time with it.
Yeah.
So now these mods in PS4 mods can't let they have mods, but it's a matter of like they can only use existing assets on PS4.
Okay. Yeah.
But then on Xbox and PC, obviously you can use new
Yeah.
assets,
Yeah. Because you
and
can
so
put those.
that's
Mhm.
whoa,
Yeah.
that's a time for me.
Yeah.
This is killer. This
That's
is
what
great.
I mean, I see people make like the complete, like fully restored versions of Skyrim with like
Yeah,
amazing graphics and everything like that. I feel like that'd be a fun experience to play,
yeah,
but at the core of the game is kind of still iffy, you know, because it's like
yeah. I've seen like
glitches
I
and shit. But
like with those 8K textures, and if you can get an E and B working for lighting, which
no,
I was trying to do today and I couldn't figure it out. It kept fucking me up.
no,
Like it literally looks like Elder Scrolls 6, like what
yeah,
it would look like, and it's like really impressive. What the stuff that the modders can do, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, so I just even just like the UI, man. Like
mm,
I just recommend doing that.
yeah. I'll
You know.
get into it soon.
But yeah, Skyrim, good game. I like
Skyrim,
it
fun
still.
game. Yeah,
Despite like it's got its fucking issues.
yeah,
Its issues are kind of just funny to me.
yeah,
It's one of those games where it's like I want to play it 24/7
yeah,
and discover things still,
yeah,
and then laugh at the really stupid shit.
yeah.
And it's
It's
just
just
it's
it's a
so much
great
fun to me.
time sink game. Like, because when I was younger, that was kind of Minecraft, you know. But then Minecraft loses its luster, and like you do Minecraft for like a month, and then after a month of Minecraft, I'm just tired of Minecraft.
Yeah.
And then you go back to it. With Skyrim, it's a little bit longer than a month. You know, you get into it for a bit, and then you lose it, and then you get into
Yeah,
it.
I
And lose
think I think like really the biggest issue with Skyrim is the lack of like long quests.
it. Yeah,
When you think of like the long quest lines, there's
because
the
the
main
quest
quest,
just
companions.
finishes. Blood on
Yeah.
I was so excited to do Blood on Ice, and then you just find the guy, and then you kill the guy in the marketplace, and that's it.
Oh, I don't think you're done with that quest, by the
No, I
way.
did it. I found the real killer. Because
The
you find
real killer?
is there a person beyond just the real killer?
Wait, what are you saying?
Because I guess
Who is
spoilers
the
for
guy you found? Who's
um.
spoilers for Skyrim, everybody?
So there was a guy in the college who was working within the college, right? So I found him first, and then I talked to him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not the real killer. The real killer is actually still out there." And so then it went out
Oh,
onto
okay,
the
yeah, just
streets.
kidding. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are that
yeah,
far. Yeah,
yeah.
okay. I couldn't tell if you
And
just found the guy that we thought.
kind of
Yeah,
fun.
that's a fun
But
twist. Yeah,
it's a fun twist, and I didn't see it coming because the game doesn't lead you anywhere to see it coming. But then also I was like, can there be more to like one of these? Like, can I do more
you gotta
detective
get
work?
there's a mod
Yeah.
that I just got it. It's like I'll send it to you. It adds like more events happening in cities.
Yeah.
Like so, Like dragons will show up in cities now, which like is very it
Rare.
could happen, but it's really fucking
Yeah.
rare. And then also like it adds like this like city sieges. Like bandits
Yeah,
will try and
yeah,
like take over the city.
yeah.
And so you just like have to it adds a lot more events, and I think that might be what you're looking for.
Maybe
It's
that's
like
it
they're
too.
small things, but they're kind of like bigger events, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's probably something that'd be interesting.
Yeah. No, yeah, but modded Skyrim is like life changing. I've
Mm.
discovered.
Yeah.
You know, at the very least, you get a green hood and be
Yeah.
green arrow.
You
I
can
almost
be
said green
green.
canary.
Yeah. Or you should do the Black Canary play. Yeah,
I was trying to find. I guess. Yeah. If you could, I guess what would be better. I wish I could make a custom follower.
yeah,
Like you'd think you should. You'd think there
like a
would be an
follower
option
builder.
to use just the existing character creator.
Yeah.
Give him a preset voice. You know, give him a name,
Yeah.
and then that's it, right? Because so many followers have just the same fucking 4 lines.
Yeah.
That's just it's so strange to me.
Yeah.
Because I was going through some of those follower mods to try and find a Black Canary equivalent.
But there
They
wasn't.
were some gross mods.
Yeah.
Let's just say a lot of incels make Minecraft or
yeah.
make Skyrim mods. And I was like, oh,
There's a
this is
reason-
not how women look.
There's a reason a lot of people equip the Forsworn armor on their followers.
Yeah, it was rough. It was a rough time. But yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, because I guess what would be better would be a you play as Canary with just the fucking Thuum, which would be. I wish you. That's another thing. I wish you could do a build like that, but you can't. You physically are like it's not possible.
Yeah,
and I wish you could, especially because you've only started one game, so you don't know it yet. That opening is rough. That opening is really fucking long.
Yeah.
You get tired of it. So there's a mod to fix that and stuff. But I wish you could. I like the RPG elements of Skyrim, and sorry, we're talking about Skyrim for a long time, but I like the RPG elements.
So it's like fun.
I know. I like the RPG elements. I like the whole like doing things to improve them and stuff. Cyberpunk did that, but what Cyberpunk also did was let you pick your stats initially at the start.
Yeah,
you know. So if you know you want to be an archer, you could just put points into archery before you start the game.
Yeah.
And then you're good at archery and you're past like a certain point, you know. But with Skyrim, it's like, okay, you start the same every single time.
Yeah.
You know? And so it just kind of makes me want to like use console commands and just push up archery or push up destruction magic.
Yeah.
Just like a hint
just
to get to have fun with it, you know.
Yeah. I want something to like I haven't done all of the Dawnguard quests or anything like that. I hope
Dawnguard was a really good DLC. I love that DLC.
I hope there's eventually a thing where I can siege the vampire castle. That's what I want. I don't know if that is in the game.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's just a story.
I hope so. Don't spoil me on it, but if there's a way to kind of head me in that direction, let me know. Comments.
I would say just follow the
Dawnguard thing.
Again, there's only a main story for any plot line.
Yeah, that's fair. Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of vampires.
Oh, that's a good segue. That's a good one.
I was thinking about it back in my head when I mentioned it.
Yeah.
I was like,
how am I going to do this? How am I going to bring up the Morbius?
Calculated. Yeah. More bussy. Don't forget beans in the Morbius theater.
Guys, don't forget.
Yeah.
How could we forget?
Yeah.
Whatever
when
that
someone
means.
eats beans, you have to watch out. Beans in the Morbius theater. Look at him.
I would say spoilers for Morbius, but like,
fuck you.
You're not watching Morbius.
Fuck you.
So should we try and do this discussion with somebody that like pretend like it's with somebody who hasn't seen it, and so like we have to explain the movie at the same time.
So what's going on with this Morbius thing? I don't understand what's in this movie.
So basically he's like a gay vampire that is addicted to cocaine.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like a much more interesting movie.
It does. Yeah. All right. I'm going to say it. We don't agree with this. I did not hate Morbius. I think was fine.
I don't hate it. I did not. I think you liked it more than I did.
I probably did.
Yeah.
I am also a very easy to please man. I like vampires. I like spooky stuff. And there was a little bit of spooky stuff, not as much spooky stuff as I would like.
Yeah.
And Jared Leto is absolutely fucking dog shit in this movie.
Yep.
Like that is the worst performance I've ever seen of him.
All the scenes where they're trying to humanize him, like I don't care.
I genuinely don't care. He is far and away the worst part of this movie.
Yeah.
Like honestly, the things happening around him, I'm kind of interested in. I kind of like the vampires.
I didn't like the
sci-fi
cops. I'll say I don't like the cops.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing to me. You know, it was very funny though how every dead body got discovered.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Every single dead body, like there was always a scene of a cop standing over, like, what happened here?
Yeah.
Like we don't need to see this part. We
I
know that
like
the
that it's
cops
the
are looking
dude
for
from
him.
Fast and Furious too. That's
I know.
supposed to be the comedian. I could never take him seriously.
I know.
Because he's trying to play a serious role, and I'm like, I don't. You're the funny guy who like drives a Pontiac into space. So.
But no, I didn't hate the movie. I like. I it's one of those things where I think Twitter and all the discourse will look back on this movie and be like, oh, at least it wasn't Morbius.
Yeah.
Morbius, worst movie ever made.
Let me say this: you think Morbius, you like Morbius more than Soups likes Morbius.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh wait. Oh no.
You're gonna rethink your opinions.
Listen,
no, now you gotta.
I've never liked Morbius.
Morbius, let's go.
Let's go.
Ah.
Like it's
you're
not,
looking in the
again,
mirror.
okay,
You're doing the same thing.
I gave it 2 stars on Letterboxd. I don't like this movie. I don't, but I feel the need to defend it when people are unnecessarily
because you're not like the other
it.
girls. Yeah.
Because no, but yeah, fuck you.
Sorry.
I feel the need to go. I went into it with really closed minds.
Yeah.
I went into it with really fucking low expectations, and that might be it. And I've also watched a lot of really shitty movies the past week or two.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched Cinderella, Pinocchio, Crimes of Grindelwald. This has been a rough movie week for me and Olivia.
I don't understand why you watched any of them except maybe Pinocchio.
Well, Cinderella was I think it got snubbed for best fan moment.
Yeah. Because
for best cheerworthy moment.
Why the fuck did the Oscars exist? Man?
Why the fuck why does Amy Schumer exist?
But yeah,
I maybe that's part of it, right? And maybe this is a valid thing. I really just like Matt Smith. I'm fully really.
You liked him dancing.
I liked him dancing. I grew up with that man. That man was my childhood or adolescence, I guess. I grew up with him as Doctor Who.
I don't think he has eyebrows. He doesn't have eyebrows.
No, he doesn't. Is that a problem?
No,
you got a fucking issue with that?
I don't have a problem. You
gotta body shame him now, huh? First you make fun of his performance in a movie, and now we're like, oh, he doesn't have eyebrows.
I'm not body shaming. I'm just saying.
Cancel Mithi. Cancel Mithi for trying to make fun of the best Doctor.
Is he the best Doctor? I thought
he's my favorite.
David Tennant was the best Doctor.
No, he's my 11 was always my favorite. I fucking love Matt.
Yeah.
But because I'm fully willing to admit it might just be my bias towards that.
Yeah.
But he was very enjoyable in this movie. I had a really
liked
fun
watching him dance. You liked watching him try to flirt with that girl.
Why are you focusing on just that one scene?
Because
did you only watch one scene in this movie?
Yeah, I only
you're too busy. You're too busy doing something else while you were watching this movie.
No, I wasn't. I watched.
No, we all watched it in the theater.
Yeah,
it was packed seats
with popcorn next to next to all my Morbius friends eating my Morbius beans
sweep
with Morbius
sweep.
Morbius beans, eating my Morbius beans. I love eating my Morbius beans. They all have little M's on them, like they're
Rick and Morbius. But no, like it's, and I'll give you a chance to talk about it and shit. I did not dislike the movie. I did not love the movie. I did not like the movie. I'm going to forget what happened in this movie.
Yeah.
But I am going to look back on this and be like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You know,
this is not something.
There were aspects that very much interested me. I was actually, I was very intrigued by just the premise of it. I do want to read Morbius comics now.
Really?
If that's anything.
Yeah.
I am very interested in the science doctors, the sciencey vampire shit. I'm very interested in like the addiction to blood and then the artificial blood. Like that's a fun vampire thing.
See, that's the part of it where I was like feeling kind of iffy about. And like at the end of the day, that was the only thing where I'm like, okay, you know what? This is competent at least. So I'll give it that. It is. I compare this movie with Venom, right? Because I compare everything with Venom. Moon Knight is Venom. This is Venom.
Venom was the blueprint.
Venom is the blueprint. Venom is more fun than this. I also get tired though watching Venom more than I think I would get tired watching this again.
Yeah, the serious parts of Venom. This okay. This would be like, and hear me out on this, everybody. Let me go this whole fucking route before like you'd cut me off and shit.
Yes.
This movie is like if Venom didn't have the goofy moments from the first movie, right? But the serious moments were more interesting.
Yeah.
At their core. Yep. You know, so it's not great. But it's like it is better than what Venom 1 was trying to do. Because you know how Venom 1 was trying to be serious?
Any scene without Tom Hardy in Venom 1 is borderline unwatchable.
Yeah.
where I'm like, I don't care about this. I want to
Every
skip
scene
over.
without Jared Leto in this movie is the best scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Because he is actively making this movie worse.
Yeah.
He is fucking atrocious in
Yeah.
this. I cannot stand
Every time when
him.
he's in a coma or if he's like out somewhere, like
He
I'll
was awful.
yeah.
And like it made me just be like, I wish Matt Smith was Morbius. Because at least Matt like tried.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know a goddamn thing about his character. He didn't know fucking anything. He said that in interviews. He's like, I don't know what I was doing. He at least put something into it.
Yeah.
Like he at least like I got emotion from him. I got a general like
He was trying to play a character.
He
wasn't
played a
trying to
character
play
that
himself.
had a desire. The desire was to stay alive, which is like, yeah, don't we all? Am I right?
Yeah.
But like at least that
just like
was
me for real,
something. Where Morbius was, where fucking Michael Morbius at your service
Yeah.
was just like, I'm Michael Morbius and I'm a vampire.
I'm sad and I'm skinny, but then I'm a little bit more
really
buff,
boring.
but I'm still kind of skinny and I wear a hoodie.
He and the girl really fucking bored me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I believe, and I tweeted this today, I wholeheartedly believe, and you can't just add this because you'd have to change the script around to not make it weird.
Yeah.
If Morbius was gay,
it would have been him.
I would have much more enjoyed this movie.
I thought that's what they were heading in. Because I was like, he's bumping with his buddy Milo a lot.
Yeah.
But then he's like, you're like a brother to me. And I'm like, okay, so they're not going to get in a relationship.
I got big, we were going to make him gay vibes from this. But then the studio was like, oh, no, we can't do that. Make them like bros.
Let's reshoot a scene on top of a roof
because there were certain emotional things where I was like, there's kind of a romantic undertone here.
Yeah.
Just in the dialogue.
On the bench,
and the way
when they're sitting on the bench and they're like
leaning
into
or
each
in
other.
his fucking death scene and shit. I was like, oh, this is a kind of a tragic thing if you view it romantically, and like their relationship again, maybe just because I like Matt Smith, but like their relationship did like that was cool to me. I liked it. Was
interesting.
Was interesting that they both have the same illness, and Matt is like kind of jealous of I call it Matt. Milo is jealous of Morbius. I think
he
the
knows
issue comes
he's
from
the same guy, right?
Wait, what?
When he's like, because I couldn't understand exactly what happened at the ending because I think I was just kind of spaced out. So he kills him, quote unquote. Doesn't kill him. I don't know. He puts a stake in his heart or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
happened.
He puts the stake is like poison.
Yeah,
it was like a poison.
Whatever medical jargon. So he knows he's the same guy from when they were kids. So then when he's like, oh, Jacob, you gave me your name. What was the thing behind that?
I don't know what was going on with. I was confused by that.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about names and shit.
Yeah, because he was like, why did he give him the name Milo then? His name is like Jacob something. I think I also missed that too. So I don't know what was going on.
All I know is that they were buddies as kids, and that's kind of all I caught from there. And maybe it's a matter of I missed a lot of details that they didn't explain well.
Yeah.
And stuff that confused people, and me being dumb brain, I was like, this is fun. This is fine.
No, that's fair. But okay, my thoughts on Morbius. I made the Venom comparison. Other than that, it was fine. It was just fine. I don't care about this movie. I had a better experience watching this than I will say having watched the Uncharted movie. So that is my it's worse than Venom, better than Uncharted in terms of Sony movies.
Also, this sounds fucked up. I think I enjoyed this more than Eternals too.
That's
fucked up. I know. Eternals is a better directed movie and shit.
Yeah.
But I was really fucking bored in Eternals.
People are gonna get pissed off.
Really fucking bored watching it. What are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, oh, he's not an MCU fan anymore.
You're not allowed to run like Makari anymore.
You're right. Oh no. Oh, fuck off. Like I was just like I know Chloe Zhao tried her best with that movie, and like I absolutely respect to her. This felt
that movie's also longer than this, and the fact that this is a little shorter helps.
I was bored watching Eternals. At the very least, with this, I was like, okay, I get it. I follow it. There are things that intrigue me.
Yeah.
Really, at the core of it, though, and I think both the movies have this issue, but like Morbius is worse with it. Like. Sony has a lot of potential here with these and Sony's like trying to like make this universe and shit, right? That like everybody says they don't want. I want that. I know that's weird to say. I actually think that there's a lot of potential with this like this Sony Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man. Maybe it's probably the TASM universe.
Yeah.
Because that has room to do shit like they should be taking this opportunity to do different genre movies.
Yeah.
You know, this should have been a fucking horror movie
They need to
and
make
a
like
actual horror
small
movie.
what I see Sony what I would do if I were fucking Tom Rothman or
Mm-hmm.
whoever's in charge of this shit. I would feel like the priority is making like cult classics. Cuz
Yeah,
Venom is made $1 billion, sure, but
yeah,
in retrospect it is becoming more of a cult classic.
yeah,
Of like there is its tight group of fans that really love the movie and everyone else doesn't give a single flying fuck,
yeah.
right? Morbius was not good enough to reach that level, but like maybe in some places it is, and maybe maybe other movies like this will reach that level of like some people will just love this movie to death and then
Mm-hmm.
everyone else will not give a single fuck about this movie. And that's what Sony seems to be doing with this. I don't know what that means for the future of these movies though.
I think that should mean. I think you're right. I totally agree. I don't know if I would say cult classics should be the goal.
Cult classic is
I
not
think
the
I think
idea,
they
but
should
yeah.
treat it. I think we need more birds of and this. I feel this way about all movies.
Yeah.
I think we need more mid-budget movies that aren't expected to make $1 billion.
Yeah.
You know, I think we
Which the
need we
Craven
need more
movie
birds
now,
of prey situations.
I'm
You know,
excited for the Craven movie because it's a genre that I like. It feels a little
Mhm.
bit more like almost spy movie, and people
Yeah,
have
and
been
if that's
shitting
what they
on
do
that.
with,
But if they do that and they hone in on that and they make it
yeah,
like a fucking Mission Impossible movie with Craven, I
hmm
feel like I will like it more. Just because,
but that's the thing they need to do because that's my
yeah,
thing with this movie. If this was a horror movie,
yeah,
if this was a like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type thing about a scientist that's all fucked up and he's a vampire and shit,
yeah,
that would be kind of fun. That would be a fun thing. And they're just using a comic book. They're just adapting a comic book to not make a superhero movie.
yeah,
The worst parts of this movie are when it's trying to be a superhero movie, and when it's trying to be. And the worst parts of Venom are when it's trying to be a superhero movie.
yeah,
And I think they figured that out for Venom 2, where
yeah,
Venom 2 is at its best when it's like a rom com.
yeah,
You know, and I think like if they do with Craven what they with what you're saying, making it a spy movie first, nice.
yeah.
You know, like do more shit. I feel that way about the entire comic book landscape, but I think
Again, these
Sony.
are not great. People will get mad at me saying that because Craven is not a spy movie character. But the goal of these movies, I don't think, are to be representative of the comics. Are they?
Well,
Really? Kind
also
of.
we
But
don't have any. Well, like you could still put Craven, the character of Craven the Hunter,
yeah,
in a spy situation.
yeah,
You know, it's that's not. I think the issue. I think we don't have any solo Craven comic material
to like build
to
off of.
really
Yeah,
pull from.
yep,
You know, but that could work and that could be interesting. I think Sony should be taking these movies, these movies that people don't want,
yeah,
quote unquote, according to everybody. You know, oh, we don't want to see this. We don't want to see a Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man. Like, and doing kind of what DC was trying to do with Joker. And like Joker, not a great movie and shit, but Joker also made $1 billion because Joker wasn't a superhero movie.
yeah,
Joker was just, hey, we have a comic book character. Let's make a fucking Taxi Driver knockoff.
yeah,
Right. And same with the Batman. The Batman was kind of a superhero movie. And it was, yeah, in a way, it followed that structure in a way. But at its core, it was a detective.
It was a detective story first. Yeah,
This should have been a fucking slasher movie. This should have Venom should have been. I guess Venom could have also been a slasher movie. Like
Venom is a monster movie.
Characters
This is a Jekyll Hyde movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These don't need to be superhero movies. We don't need a bad guy to fight at the end in a third act climax, right? We don't, and I think Sony needs to see that and be like, all right, let's pull back some budget for Craven.
Yeah.
You know, give them $50 million. Hope they make 100.
Yeah.
Right. And then holy shit, they doubled their investment.
The only thing that I feel like will be kind of weird with this is I don't think Sony's focus is that. Sony's focus has always been on the future of the potential future of what these movies are going to be. Yeah. And none of these characters really seem like they would mesh well together. Well, right? Which is my problem with this movie.
The idea of Morbius being in the Sinister Six is strange. Yeah. Which we're talking about the credit scene. Spoilers, everybody, for the credit scene.
No one cares. The director spoiled it herself. That shit fucking sucked.
That credit scene active, like the movie ended, and I was like, all right, this was fine. I'd give this probably 2.5 stars. Yeah. The credit scene brought it down half star.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
it's like
20 seconds of that could have been the No Way Home credit scene.
Yeah. Why did that? Why? So, like, not that the technicality matters too much, but what the fuck? So he's in the other universe now. And
I think, and this is what I was saying earlier, I
yeah,
wholeheartedly believe that was a late addition, him
yeah.
switching universes.
So then,
I think that
what did they film with
this
him
was because again,
earlier?
this was supposed to come out before Venom.
What were
This was
they?
supposed to come out way before Venom.
But
Remember?
what were they gonna do with him other than what they did?
I think assuming this movie came out before Venom 2 like it was supposed to, right?
Yeah,
I think they wouldn't have had the scene of Adrian Toomes somehow appears
yeah.
in
That's a
prison.
post. That's like they filmed that like
That's
a couple weeks
absolutely
ago.
they filmed
Yeah,
that last week,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I believe they would have just been Adrian Toomes breaks out of prison and he goes to meet Morbius. And then they would have just said, figure it out, fuckers.
Yeah,
Who cares?
yeah.
You know, which to me, I would have much
I like
preferred.
that more.
Because
Now the fact that
I
they added
love
that
the
scene,
idea.
I like that idea a lot because it's just who fucking cares.
I just love the idea of these companies being like, fuck you.
Yeah,
I love the idea, especially a company like Sony being to Disney like,
yeah,
fuck you,
yeah.
your universe. We have the potential to destroy
Because
it for your fans
because I don't care, and
because
you're
your
gonna watch
fans are
Jared
weird
Leto.
and are obsessed with this interconnectedness.
Yeah,
And then we can throw our wrench into it
yeah.
and like fuck up a ton of people's day.
But
We're gonna do that unless
but
if you
now
let us keep Spider-Man.
the fact that they did the whole Rift thing, I don't know what that. So like, where are they? They are in the Venom universe,
Yeah,
and I
which is
guess
probably the TASM 2 universe or TASM 1 universe.
is it?
Because they're the same universe.
My theory is still that maybe it's not, because Sony is too stupid to think of that idea, or too stupid to follow that idea
but
that everyone
I
has
think
prescribed for them.
that's possible. That's true, but that's also the universe that they own still, right?
Yeah,
And then Toomes said Spider-Man, right? He
yeah,
mentioned him by name. Morbius wasn't like, who? You know?
yeah.
So it's like, just Spider-Man is a thing.
Because that's
Spider-Man
the
exists.
only other one it could work. It can't work in the
It could maybe work in Toby's if you do something like totally
with a
different.
separate Venom or something like that.
But Sony's racist and doesn't want to have Miles, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because that's I think the only way you could continue that universe is by having Miles be like a legacy character. It's just so fucking. All I could say is it's so funny.
It would be very, very. I don't think Andrew would ever be on board to do a TASM 3 where he has to fight Morbius, Vulture,
but
and
Venom,
Venom,
what if Sinister Six though is Sinister Six as with Spider-Man as an antagonist? And so Andrew's not a lead role, but he's a supporting role.
I like that. Would he still sign on for something like that?
Or Venom 3 is Venom versus Andrew Spider-Man, you know?
I like that, but I have a hard time thinking he would sign on for something like that.
I think he just likes playing Spider-Man, and also they pay him. It's a job,
true.
you know?
They would pay him? They pay actors?
Guy, you're acting like the Sony movies are any more cash grabby than No Way Home was.
No,
they're the exact same thing.
Yeah.
No Way Home brought back the Raimi trilogy for nostalgia base.
But it's my favorite movie of all time.
You're right. Favorite movie of all time.
It could never do anything ethically wrong.
Right. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, but it is weird. I just don't understand what they're trying to do. It's such a
I think they're not
thing.
trying to do anything specific.
The fact that he also still has a different version of the Vulture suit was so stupid to me. Like
that's what's stupid. That really breaks it for you.
It doesn't break it for me, but like on top of everything, I'm like, okay.
Well, they look like somebody pointed out. They look like the wings from the end of 2002. The scene in there.
Oh, they do. I didn't see that. I didn't notice that.
I actually like that new suit a lot. I much prefer that Vulture suit to the Homecoming one.
Everything was so dark, I couldn't tell exactly. But the mask looks
fair.
cool.
Oh, why was it dark? Huh?
It was dark because
too dark in the movie theater.
My theater,
yeah,
that's what happened.
Okay, that's right. I forgot. Okay, I forgot what your movie theater isn't the best quality.
Listen, I didn't get kidnapped. That's all that matters.
But I don't like the Homecoming Vulture suit. It's a cool idea.
The mask looks better. I'll say that.
The mask looks better, but the wings look better to me.
Yeah.
I can't stand the fucking jet engines on the Vulture suit. I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
He's a vulture. Yeah. Why does he have jet engines? That's weird. I know that's stupid. I can't. I don't like that suit a lot.
What are they going to team up and do? Play poker?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think they know either.
I don't think they know. I think it's just a matter of we have
the characters
in the same universe
with each other.
A character fighting a Spider-Man. Because guess what? We found out in No Way Home, people don't care if the villain actually has a connection to the existing Spider-Man.
They can just
be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It could just be the idea, and people will still eat it up.
I
You
think
know,
plus if Andrew comes back for something, no one's gonna like
yeah,
be mad.
because it's also like, okay, we have Michael Keaton as Toombs,
Yeah.
good casting, good
Yep.
character, right? Jared Leto as Morbius, maybe recast him, you know. But like, okay, we
Make it
have him.
Matt Smith.
This. I think here's the thing. I think that this movie and this whole Sony thing.
Yeah.
You were saying that they only care about the future, and you're totally right. Right?
Yeah.
They really only do.
Yeah.
But they also like seem to only care about having like a movie exist for a character, which is why
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, just make that movie
Do you think
cost
they'd make a
50 million.
Vulture movie then?
I think if they did, well, I guess Homecoming is that, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that they have that stupid mentality because of weird MCU fans with DC, right? With like, not to like suck Snyder's dick or anything, but like
Because
when
plenty of people do already.
to play people do already, exactly. But like, and I don't even like these movies, so like, I don't even know what I'm saying. But when Justice League was coming out, so many people were like, "You need a Flash movie first. You need a Cyborg
Yeah, because they
movie
built up
first.
everything. Yeah.
You need a movie for
And you
each
don't need that,
individual
yeah.
member." And I think that's a ridiculous way
Yeah.
to view
Because Snyder
art
was
and
just
shit.
like, who cares? People like these characters. We'll just use
have
them.
characters show,
Yeah.
because the animated shows just had them show up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I've always found that to be a really stupid mentality with these franchises.
Yeah.
And I think Sony has that stupid mentality. Sony's like, we can't do a Sinister Six movie without having
All the
a
6.
Morbius movie, like 6 total movies of all the villains.
Yeah.
You know, and I blame the discourse then. You know,
I just want them to do
basically what I Troy Boy 17 am saying. You can clip
Twitter
this.
is
If you don't like these Sony movies, Marvel fans, it's your fault. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I think it's I just want like more. I'm excited for Craven only from a surface level of like, okay, it's a good
Craven
cast.
will make or break it for me, I think.
Yeah.
Because if Craven is like this again, I'm gonna be like, fuck.
Yeah. It's this movie,
but also I just like things that aren't Marvel at this point now.
Yeah,
because it is refreshing to see something not made like
Troy.
A Marvel
why are
movie.
You so negative all the time?
You're right. Fuck.
But
listen, I don't know. I am done defending. I am done speaking positively about Disney franchises now. Okay.
Yep. After everything that's been
not
happening,
like Sony's any better, but at the very least, they hide it better.
Yeah. Yeah, after everything that's happening this past month. Yeah.
It's hard to be. It's fuck this.
Yeah.
And fuck Marvel. And so I will take every opportunity to say, hey, the competitors are doing a fine job. Everybody.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't care. Because trans rights, bitch.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not.
Anyway, Harry Potter 12 is coming out next week. You excited for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That trailer looked kind of okay. To the point
I've actually heard
like,
I've heard as a movie it's actually okay from the people that have seen it, but the franchise as a whole is just so fundamentally broken that it can't save it.
It's their Star Wars new trilogy, I guess, but worse, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Except the second movie is competent in one, and the other one it's the most incompetent thing on planet Earth, right? Yeah,
sure.
So it's the Last Jedi sucks. I don't care anymore.
The show's good. No,
yeah.
Well, the issue though is the second movie in this franchise is not competent at all.
No, it's the most incompetent thing in the world, and that's why I'm like.
Speaking of that movie, though, never mind. We don't need to talk about that.
What about
Ezra Miller?
About how they
they're a menace to the state of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh, they ran around like destroying homes and everything.
Good for them. Good.
He just fucking recast the Flash. I'm sorry. Just recast them.
Yeah. Just
like either recast Barry, just swap him out. Or do some multiverse shit to have Grant be Barry. He won't want that, but do it. Or just bring in Wally. Just bring in Wally. Wally's a better character anyway.
Yeah, let his hair flow in the wind as he kicks the shit out of
Give him the rebirth suit.
Yeah.
The rebirth Flash suit's good. Go fuck yourself. That's my take.
Yep.
I love the rebirth Flash.
You don't like the people that cover it up with the thing or whatever? I keep seeing edits of that.
His hair is so nice. Let it flow.
Yeah, he conditions it and shit.
Like I see people be like, oh, it's just the Kid Flash suit. The Kid Flash suit is just the Wally suit.
Yeah.
Like that's Wally's costume, you know, and the color scheme to be more like Flash. Like I understand thinking that it like shows his regression, but I think it shows his identity. You know? it's him. That's Wally.
Do you think the symbol needs to change? There's something about the symbol where I'm like,
I don't care about like what's below the neck on the suit. Give him a regular Flash suit for that, but just cut the top of that mask off.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep.
It's just the hair I like to see because that's a Wally thing.
I like the idea of it just being like a single lightning bolt instead of a circle, but I don't know. Maybe
that's a very
because like Dark Flash, the big lightning bolt, just a callback to that as a smaller lightning bolt. But I don't know.
I just don't. I don't. I get it at this. But also I think Wally needs his own definitive Flash suit.
Yeah.
Because it's like Jay looks so radically different from Barry,
and this is basically
Barry
that,
and Wally
right?
look the same. Yeah, that's exactly. So that's Wally's definitive Flash suit that he looks. It's Wally
with a little bit more of an orange or red than the red of Barry's suit too, which is kind of nice.
It's kind of a darker red,
Yeah, I guess it kind of matches his hair sometimes, right? Too.
It depends on the artist and stuff.
That's fair. That's true.
Yeah, I don't like the silver highlights though.
Yeah. I like the Doc Shanner art. Whenever Doc Shanner draws it.
Whenever Doc Shanner does anything is good. Yeah,
this is true. Yeah. I think it's Doc Shanner who draws it sometimes. It's very similar to his art style, I think. But someone draws it very angularly, and it looks very cool. But yeah, also DC Vampires. I guess we didn't.
Yeah, I finally caught up on that. That's pretty good shit.
Good shit. Spoilers. It's your favorite thing now, I guess, because it's just.
It's always been my favorite thing.
Yeah,
I knew this was gonna happen too. Yeah, I knew it from the start. I was like, he's
it's
out.
the way Nightwing smiles back. He's like, hey, I'm Michael Morbius. I'm
Michael Morbius at your service.
Yeah. Why was that line cut? Why
because it wasn't funny? Because that scene was weird.
It was a weird scene.
Again, if Matt Smith was Morbius, that would have been a much more entertaining scene because he would have done it better.
Yeah.
Because he would have been scary actually.
Yeah.
Versus like quirky, like Jared Leto.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, I'm gonna take your stuff. Oh yeah, I'm a doctor.
Hey, dude, it's so stupid.
I'm gonna pick your pinky.
Like I cannot stress enough. If it wasn't Jared Leto, I would have liked the movie 10 times more.
Who else other than Matt Smith?
I don't know.
Jack Quaid. I'm trying to think of tall, skinny men.
I don't fucking know. Benedict Cumberbatch. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. Tall white men. Hang on.
Bitch. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
He was great.
Yeah. But yeah, Morbius. Yeah. Great movie.
Morbius.
Wonderful.
Morbius is going to make $1 billion.
Yeah. Unironic $1 billion. The kind of $1 billion you can also take back, Go watch it for 15 minutes and then get your ticket back, I guess.
Yes. I'm going to go get water. Feel free to spout off your shit. I'm not going to pause the recording though. So go do your monologue. What
do I usually do during my monologues? Oh, right. That's right. I talk about Fortnite. Guys, have you guys played the new Fortnite season? It sucks. I'm kidding. It's not that bad, but tanks are OP as shit. And that's kind of cool, but I'm scared of them. I wish my computer could run Fortnite better, but it's such a pain in the ass to run Fortnite on my computer. But aside from that, the tanks are fun. The blimps are beautiful. I love the blimps. The blimps are the best thing that they've ever added to the game. What do you think I'm talking about?
Fortnite. What do you think? Fucking Fortnite. I wish I had paused it.
No, you can't.
And told you I didn't.
No, you
That would have been so fucking funny.
I was like, oh, I can promote something. No, fuck it. Fortnite. That's the only thing I'm ever going to talk about.
It's the only thing I do. Yeah. I'm so proud of you for playing Skyrim. Finally, you have another game.
I have something else.
You have something else.
That's actually, I played Fortnite too much, and Scribe was like, "You have to play Skyrim, you fucking idiot." Yeah. And so I played Skyrim. So it's basically round 2 right now.
Now we're talking. There we go.
But yeah. All right. Do you want to do questions and shit?
Yeah, we picked out a couple.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Throw me with the ones that you liked.
I will find them.
Yes.
Bazinga.
You just really decide to spout that sometimes.
It just comes out, and it's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
I won't lie. It started being ironic, and then it's... Wait, what?
You still have the sound bites?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Bazinga!
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
I think you need to do it to get out.
I don't do it enough. I need to use these more.
Yeah, we haven't used them. Okay, that was loud. That was big. That was big.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Fuck. What were the good ones that we liked?
Did you like them, or did you just
I didn't. I should have. Fuck. Hang on. Okay. Yash saw the Batman. Who?
Yes.
They're a patron, I believe. They asked firstly, will they have to do time codes again? I don't know, Mithi. You tell me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yash, thank you for doing the time codes. Genuinely, thank you
very much.
Yeah, I forgot to do them. I was gonna do them and I forgot. I'll do them.
Mithi has 2 jobs on this podcast, right?
And I fuck
He
up.
does the thumbnail and the time codes.
And
And a lot of the time he doesn't even do the thumbnail.
this is
A lot of
true.
time he takes his sweet fucking time
I
with that
will
thing.
do them. I'm sorry. I will do the time
I'll do
codes.
this one because I know exactly what I want, so I'll just
To
do
be
it.
fair, I did the time codes. They were just bad. It was just like what we did.
Just the
and then
intro, yeah, it's whole
questions.
chunks.
I'll do it a little. This is we segmented. I can do the stuff for it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right. Whatever you say.
I will do it. I promise this time.
But they
Next
also
time,
ask
who knows? Morbius beans.
I swear to God. But they also ask, but for real, which comic book superhero story would you rip beat for beat in a live action movie / show?
Yeah.
I have an answer, but do you have an answer?
I have one that is not a comic book thing.
So
I would,
not the question. So not the question.
True. I think I have one for a comic book thing too. Batman 3 Jokers. No.
Yeah, there we go.
Martian Chronicles is the book that I grew up with in high school and to read a bunch of times, and it's like 30 short stories that like I would just rip beat for beat that entire thing as a HBO Max show, just straight up. And I mean, people have made comic books of Martian Chronicles, so technically, there you go. The other thing I would rip beat for beat in a live action movie or show is, wait, say yours and then I'll say mine.
I was gonna say Superman Smash the Clan is
okay.
my go-to like there's a lot of really good Superman stories, right? There's a ton of them. Like Up in the Sky is another one that I fucking love.
Yeah.
But like that's the one that it's like at its fucking core, just the story, like All Star, one of the best comics ever written, right? All Star, Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder. No, All Star Superman is like one of the best comics ever written. But it's because it's a comic, I think, is why it's so special, because Grant Morrison fucking knows how to write comics.
Yeah.
And not to say that like Gene Luen Yang doesn't or anything, but I think you could take the story from Superman Smash the Clan and adapt it more easily than you could something like Up in the Sky or All Star Superman, and it beat for beat, and have it maintain at the very least the same emotional core, emotional weight and stuff, especially if you did an animation with a similar style to Guru Hero and stuff.
With Eric.
Like with Eric doing the voice. Yeah, of course. Cause that book's really good. That book's fucking like, it's so simple and clean and easy that I think it's like the Superman thing that people like don't realize they want.
Yeah.
Cause it's like whenever, like the next time we get a Superman movie, realistically, it's going to be fucking Man of Steel again. It's going to be big, like, big crazy action. And we're going to really try and go deep into what the character means and what would it mean if God came to Earth, and all these breakdowns.
Like that.
Like it's so like in Man of Steel's fine and shit, but it is very, very introspective in a way that I don't think Superman needs to be, and I don't think people want from Superman. And I think
like
in a way that Man of Steel is like introspective in like a kind of surface level,
like a certain show that's running right now that I fucking adore.
Yeah.
Oh my
goodness. I'm not caught up on that stuff. I need to watch.
Few episodes have been really good. Yeah. There's some pretty good shit, and I'm very.
But it's like I could see, and they kind of did. They adapted it a bit. I could see Superman and Lois doing beat for beat Superman Smash the Clan.
I could see that actually.
Timeline wise, not really.
Yeah.
Because it takes place in the fucking 40s.
And
but
modern interpretation of it would be interesting.
Yeah, that's not really the same.
Yeah,
like it's kind of that book is so tied to it.
You want it to be. Which I mean, I guess they did the thing with the Nazi guy who did the flamethrower, and then he stopped.
Yeah, but it's like you didn't have the moment. It really the girl is the core of that.
Yeah, book, yeah, and you want that part.
Yeah, I like it's a story that's like so good.
Yeah.
And so like perfectly tuned for the character that it can work in every medium, I think.
There is I guess people are tired of Robin Hood reboots. But there is a book I grew up with called The Legend of Robin Hood. And it's a small wait, you have?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I
don't know a lot of people have read that, so that's kind of
I haven't read it. I don't read books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I read comic books.
Okay, yeah.
I just look at the pictures.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But that book is like my perfect version of how to do Robin Hood. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I just resonated with how it's a grittier book, but like in the right way to me, where he's still kind of an optimistic character, but it's like a grimy optimism, And I just want that like the Taron Egerton movie was fine. It wasn't the best thing in the world, but it was fine. But it really highlighted the poshness of it. It was like, I'm Robin Hood and I'm going to shoot the arrow and I'm
Yeah.
And it's like, I want it to be grimy and like dirty and like how that book is. I think I would just straight up adapt what that book does with all of its characters.
I think fundamentally, and this is the same with Green Arrow, because Green Arrow and Robin Hood are the same fucking character.
Basically. Yeah.
They're literally identical.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, I don't think big corporations can make a Robin Hood story.
Yeah.
And I don't think big corporations can make a good Green Arrow story.
Yeah.
Because they're so inherently Robin Hood,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
Like they're so inherently anti-rich and anti-corporation.
Yeah.
And that was my. I didn't finish. I never even saw the Taron Egerton thing. Just from the trailer.
When the investment service Robin Hood itself cannot follow the name and legacy of the character.
Yeah,
in a way, it's like, yeah, of course.
Like the Taron Egerton thing, I was like, oh, they're trying to turn this working class character into this kind of this thing for the companies and stuff, which reminds me of another working class character that I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
Someone should make a video on that.
It's
yeah.
And how billionaires are bad.
Billionaires are bad.
I know a guy who made that video. I think his name is that one doesn't count. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like with Robin Hood, that book is one of those things where it's like, that's like a very different Batman story to me almost. And it's like and not even the Green Arrow part of it, just like the idea that this is a guy who didn't lose everything, but acted as like took it took it upon himself to like lose everything and regain it back. That like that story, the movie, the book does that really well with his relationship with his dad. And I just want that to be like the focus of like, it would probably be a movie because it's not that long of a graphic novel, but you could do something.
I want to read that. That sounds cool.
I need to read it again. It was a big part of my childhood. That's the other thing I can think of. I can't think of that many like actual superhero like things. I don't know why. I always have the need to kind of change something.
Because you don't read comics.
I don't read comics too.
We all know.
That's too. I'll adapt.
Actually, Deceased would be another really good like animated show.
Yeah.
Like I think they shouldn't do what the Injustice movie failed to do.
Yeah.
Like it would have to be a TV show, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. Like a miniseries on like HBO Max.
Yeah, exactly. Just because it's such a big saga, you know, with so many things.
Yeah. That's fair. I would maybe trust. I don't know what Greg Weisman would do, but I would maybe see him. As of late, maybe I don't know. I said what I said, and as I vocalized it, I was like, actually,
I'm not saying anything. I haven't seen the newest season of Young Justice, so I haven't seen anything. So I can't say anything. I'm gonna have no words.
Give Greg Weisman Deceased 10 years ago, and I'd be a lot more on board. I guess that's all I'll say. Yeah. Greg Weisman, I love you. You make great work. Now I know that just sounds the opposite of everything I just said, but I liked some of this new season of Young Justice. I'm gonna get in trouble one day.
Yeah. I'm just letting you go. Keep going.
I'm gonna get in big trouble one day.
I can't remember if this was one we decided on before because I forgot the ones we decided.
Yeah.
But favorite fight / action scene from any piece of media.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna say Mission Impossible Fallout.
Fuck you. You saw it like in my head. You looked at me and you saw it right there.
Yep. I was like, that's why I picked that question. I was like, he's gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it first.
Fuck you. My favorite fight scene is the dialogue scene between Batman and Joker in The Dark Knight, because that's like a dialogue scene that's written like a fight scene.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like written like a fight scene in the script, but actually it's a dialogue scene. They're fighting with their words and it's intellectual. No,
make an excellent point.
I was actually going to say the Mission Impossible scene.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you.
I would say the Kingsman franchise.
Yeah.
Rough now, right? I don't have great feelings about it. That church fight scene's great.
Yeah,
that's really fun. Yeah, because it's just a bunch of racists and homophobes.
Yeah,
getting their faces exploded.
Yeah,
and it's a really fun shot at fight scene.
Yeah,
like the camera work is really impressive and like the music is really fun. It's a great scene, and I smacked my microphone.
That was good. It wasn't very
sorry
strong,
about that.
It was good. It was a good
I don't know
smack.
if that's gonna come across. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But no, it was a really fun fight. I like that one a good amount. The Freebird fight.
I'll also say some of the sequences in the new Bond movie were fucking Kino.
I need to watch it still.
It is very good. Watch it. I
don't want to watch Spectre though.
Don't. This is not like you're using this as your like Chris Nolan. I'm never gonna watch Tenet thing.
Okay, but that's another good reason to not watch Tenet.
Okay,
I'm right.
Don't
I'm
watch
right.
Spectre.
He said I had to watch it in the theater, so I can't watch Tenet now.
All you need to know.
Sorry, Chris.
All you need to know going into No Time to Die is he's in love with this one Madeline girl. That's all you need to know. Just watch.
I don't know.
I think
I gotta watch Spectre now.
Fuck you.
I don't know. I don't remember the other question we said. What was the other one?
Oh, I remember. It was Jake. He's like going with another versus question here. Fight to the James Corden versus Amy Schumer.
That was not the one we picked. But
I thought that was the one we picked.
We had another one.
We did. I think. Yeah, you're probably right. We had another legitimate one.
I think James Corden would win that fight solely because James Corden has no light behind his eyes. James Corden is a fucking
especially after the recent thing
is an evil man.
We don't talk about Jade.
His core.
We don't talk about
at
Jade.
his core. Like I think like not in like a murderer or like a racist kind of way. I think it like worse.
What if it's just he's being paid a lot of money? Is it even still a thing of like what is happening behind the scenes that could be he's still a good guy and it's just he's been in fucked up situations where he's forced to do all these bits.
But it's happened so many times.
Yeah.
It's happened so often.
What if someone has something on him who is forcing him to make all these decisions?
I don't know, but all I'm saying, Matt Smith. Back to Matt Smith.
Yeah.
That dude is a great actor because he had to pretend to like James Corden.
He did?
He was in Doctor Who.
Oh,
he was a recurring character
really?
in Doctor Who.
I don't
James
remember
Corden,
this. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was season 5 mostly.
Yeah.
Of the reboot, obviously.
And Amy Schumer would
Amy Schumer would just like shove his wife away and be like, "Who's that seat filler?" And then nobody talks about this, but she like also dressed up as Spider-Man with her feet out.
Yeah,
and like that was awful.
I didn't see that bit.
I woke up to that. I took a nap, like because I was like, I don't want to watch the Oscars, and then I woke up to that.
I'm just imagining you're like there on the couch and you wake up and the first thing you see is Amy Schumer.
Honestly, that's about how it went.
Yeah.
This also is not the one we decided on, but this is a good question. Neon Arrows asks, who are your go-to movie review YouTubers when it comes to movies you're indecisive on?
Yeah.
Their primary one is Cosmonaut Variety Hour, as well as us.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate. Sorry about that last part.
Sorry that we're recommending Morbius in some slight way.
Fuck it, I go see Morbius. Everybody, MorbiusSweep. Eat beans in the Morbius theater.
Morbius beans.
Morbius beans.
I'm just gonna. I have no affiliation with no Morbius beans in any way, shape, or form, but I'm just gonna endorse Morbius beans.
Yeah, watch it have like a really fucked up backstory.
But yeah, I mean, Cosmonaut's pretty good. I look at his. I go to Letterboxd and I'll see a couple reviews from friends and stuff like that. It's mainly just like friends. For a while, it was kind of Jeremy Jans. Not always.
Yeah, I grew up with Jeremy Jans and stuff, and I've fallen off of him and shit.
I liked his like reviews of like Mandalorian episodes. You know, I'd watch those a good amount, and like it wouldn't make it decisive as to be like, I'm going to watch this movie or I'm not going to watch this movie. My biggest thing to watch like a movie out of nowhere is just like, if I see a tweet that's like, I love this movie to death, this is the best thing in the world, I'll be like,
That was me with Bailey's tweet with Everything Everywhere All at Once.
But then now everyone is making that same, not the same tweet, but everyone has the same opinion of Everything Everywhere in... I can't say the whole title every single time, but that movie, everyone who's seen it has the opinion of like, this is the best thing in the world, top 4 on Letterboxd, where I'm like, what is going on with this movie?
I'm just upset it's not playing at any fucking theaters.
Yeah.
Like it's only at the Alamo for me. And like, that's a bigger commitment of a day to do that, you know?
When is it coming to, is it ever going to come to streaming? I assume it
eventually.
Will. Yeah.
But, you know, it's a theater movie though.
Yeah.
I'll probably see that before next episode though, so I'll let you know about that.
That's good.
We'll see. Who's to say?
I want to see it. I really want to see it. That's all I know.
My go-to are obviously like Friends and stuff. That's at that point that's kind of a bigger thing. That's like a bigger like if Doug was like, I loved this movie, I will watch that movie. Right? Brian loves a movie, I will watch the movie. If you love a movie, unless if it's No Time to Die, then I will watch it. But
Well,
like,
I really love this movie called
if I'm
Spider-Man
like,
No Way
if I'm
Home.
like,
I
oh,
don't know if you
nobody's
heard of
talking
it.
about it. Yeah, I'll check Letterboxd and stuff. But like, mainly, yeah, Stuckman is kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
Just because like the consistency of Stuckman.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about. He's not like a. There's a lot of movie reviewers, and this is why I don't like to qualify myself as a reviewer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reviewers who are so just infatuated with the franchise IP corporate stuff
Yeah.
that they don't really pay attention to the filmmaking stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to call out any names or anything because frankly I don't know their names.
I know
I don't
some
know a lot
people who have names. I'm not going to say them.
and it's like I don't feel like they are appreciating a movie for the reasons I appreciate a movie.
Yeah.
You know, but I think Stuckman does,
Yeah.
and I think I don't agree with Stuckman and everything. I don't expect anybody who should. You know,
Yeah.
but
All I'm going to say is when you
we
get
have the same desires when we go to watch a movie.
yeah,
basically.
it's like the problem comes when it's like this might be hot, and some
Mhm.
people might judge me when you get sponsored by like Denny's for a Star Wars movie, and it becomes a whole deal. Can I really trust your review anymore?
This is a subtweet that I have no
This
idea
is
what you're
a
talking
subtweet.
about, but fun.
Yeah, if people, this is old. This is like 2017 shit, but that was nerd crew. The Red Letter Media guys made fun of them for it. It's one of those things where it's like, come on, this is when the movie reviewing stuff gets so tied specifically to sponsorships from movies. It's like, then like what am I
it
supposed
was
to do?
sponsored by the movie.
Yeah, it's like Denny's sponsored by Star Wars because Denny's partnered with
the company had a
a tie with Denny's, and so they sponsored a film reviewing thing.
I don't know. As somebody that has gotten sponsors personally, that like I think there's.
But this was not a situation where it's like that. This is like where they were in direct communication with the movie people, where I'm like, that's kind of weird, right?
I think the issue is not so much sponsorships. I think the issue is more so, and Marquez has talked. I talk about on a first name basis as if we're friends. He has 11 million subscribers. We're not friends.
Marcus Brownlee,
MKBHD from Fortnite.
Yeah,
he made a tweet, not a tweet. He made a video. Videos are just tweets.
Yeah,
they're just long tweets,
big
with
tweets.
more work.
Yeah.
He made a video talking about like reviews and stuff, and he said that a lot of reviewers, once they start having the company, it's not a sponsorship.
Yeah.
But once they start getting into ties with companies, once they start talking to something like Samsung or like OnePlus, they feel a desire to be nicer to the products
because you are being sponsored.
Because you don't want to not even a sponsor, but you don't want to break that bridge. You don't want to they fly you out to events and they give you things early. And if if you got to watch Morbius a week early, you wouldn't want to say Morbius.
That's
you
true.
would want to be like, oh, this was fun. You know, you wouldn't like fucking destroy it.
Yeah.
You know, and like I think that's the same way. Like I know DC does that.
Yeah.
With its fans, with a lot of its older movies, like the Aquaman and Shazam, and I think Birds of Prey 2, they did a thing that was like you could see the movie a week early if you were a fan or if you were on DC Infinite or something. Yeah. And I did that. And it made me like give a better review to Aquaman.
Yeah.
Because of that. Because I was like, oh, I felt special. And I felt like I got to see something.
I see that on like an individual level differently than it's when it's like a reviewing company. Because the things I'm talking about are like
that
the bigger,
in general makes me uncomfortable. The companies that I think the only company that I like still trust is GameRanks.
Okay.
But like because I just like Jake Baldino.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Because I'm talking more about the bigger
really cool, by the way. Jake Baldino is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'm talking more about the bigger companies with like
an IGN or like a Collider and stuff.
Yeah, Collider.
Yeah.
It's like where it's like when it becomes a huge thing of like I don't know. It feels
at the same time though. It actually might be kind of nice. Not to like because I agree with you. At the end of the day, it's weird to me. But it also is kind of nice to have. It's a journalism thing. When you're an official journalism thing, there's less. In theory, the point is the goal, like the intent, is if you have a group of people working under the banner of moviereviews.com.
Yeah.
You have 100 people working there. The company of Sony or whatever doesn't know who to give their fucking special treatment to.
So they just give it to
so they give it to the company, and then the company's like, "Hey, review this smartly."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think it's just a matter of like now that there's a lot of influencers and movie reviewers who have 10 million subscribers,
Yeah.
and it's just one dude in his basement filming and editing and doing
TikTok.
everything by himself.
Yeah.
Or TikTok or whatever. Like, and Sony's like, okay, we just give it to him, and we make him like us.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of that.
And then you
bias
invite them
is
out
a little
onto the
more
red carpet
uncomfortable.
for every single.
But
one
then
of these
also,
movies.
I think the way to get around that is just to state that in the review.
Yeah.
State, hey, I was flown out to the Emoji Movie to go see this a week early.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you fucking need to do. And I think any smart viewer will be like, okay, now I can put that into perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And I know like Linus does that. You know, like a lot of other like tech reviewers do that. They're like, hey, they gave me this. They're not paying me to say
a
this.
lot of
but
like I used to
things.
watch Elliot something. I don't remember his name, but he would do like travel vlogs and stuff. And he did a lot like tech stuff. He got flown out for like a Google thing, and that was a whole big deal for him. And he was like, yeah, but I am paid by this, and I was paid for this. So it's like, I think those things are fine. It's when it gets bigger. When it gets bigger, it gets a little bit messier, which is kind of weird. But
the review landscape is very uncomfortable in general. I think
at the point I am right now in my life, it's like if someone reviews something, it's not going to hinder in a way that I'm like, ugh. The thing that does it for me more so now is trailers and directors talking about the movie, and actors talking about the movie, and then my friends talking about the movie. That's like the main stuff that does it for me now, I guess.
And it's also like realistically, the job that I have, like, I'm gonna see Morbius, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have to fucking watch the superhero things.
Yeah.
You know, and it's more so a thing of like I watch a review for something that I wouldn't make content on.
Yeah.
You know, to decide if that's worth my time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Yeah.
And usually, I don't have that much time anyway.
Yeah.
And so I don't even know if I have time to watch a review. I'll just kind of check like Letterboxd, like you said, or Metacritic and stuff.
You're not going to listen to a whole podcast on Morbius. We're not going to do.
Basically, what I'll do is just like, should I watch this? I'll watch it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's keeping it simple is probably the best bet.
Unless if it's by my friends, like if you know when High Top makes his eventual Morbius video for money, I will watch that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have anything else.
We had one other. I forgot what it was. So.
Oh no! Actually, wait. I remember. What's the DC equivalent of Morbius? This is Alice in Wonderland.
I could not remember. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the DC equivalent of Morbius? A character who relies so heavily on being related to a big name that trying to put them solo just makes them really lame and weird. Condiment King. I'm kidding. Give him a solo fucking MCU of his own. Spin-off movie about his ketchup bottle, spin-off movie about his mustard bottle, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, I know, and this is very funny. I figured it out. In terms of like a character where if you rip away another character from their lore and try and build upon them.
Are you going to say like, Robin?
No, because
that's just Titans, I guess.
Yeah, but at the very least Titans references Batman.
Yeah.
But no, fucking Steel. Like the Shaquille O'Neal Steel movie where they just made him a superhero that wears a suit of armor and has a hammer and has nothing to do with Superman. His name is
still John Henry Irons, right?
I think so. I believe so. Yeah. And like obviously that's an older movie. That is a different type of movie than like they make right now.
Yeah.
But that is something that I think has the same kind. And granted, the movie's fantastic. You know, Shaquille O'Neal, fucking.
I love Kazam. My favorite movie.
I need him to show up again.
Yeah.
As in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I need him to show up in The Flash. Is what I'm saying. Him and Halle Berry.
I love that.
Halle Berry's no. Halle Berry's the Halle Berry Catwoman one is weird because they didn't just rip away Batman.
Yeah.
Which Catwoman movie without Batman.
They also ripped away Catwoman.
They ripped away Selena Kyle.
Yeah.
And so it's Patience Phillips.
Yep.
Which is extra weird.
Yeah. Her initials spell pee-pee.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching Fanboy Talk. I fucking hate you. All right, what's your answer?
I honestly I didn't really have an answer. I was gonna make a joke about how
you added this question in to
I thought
make
I had
this
an
pee-pee
answer
joke
because I was gonna say yes. No.
Why am I not surprised, Mr. Fortnite player?
Yeah, a Joker, I guess, but they did it anyway. I don't know. I'm everything I think of is like a legacy character, but like that's the point is like to let them stand on their own eventually. So it's like,
Well, I think that's the question. It's like how do you how do you do Miles without Peter? You know, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
You know, like you could, but then at that point that's just Peter.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, and that's just making Peter.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of someone who has like an important other than like Green Arrow and Black Canary, right? What are the things of like duos? That's what I'm trying to think of.
Oh, well I don't know if that was the question necessarily, because it's like
Well, it's like
Yeah,
a character
like-
who relies heavily on being related to a big name. So I'm like, can I do
Well,
both?
Morbius isn't inherently tied to Spider-Man.
This
Morbius
is
is tied to
true.
Blade mostly.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really their thing.
Yeah.
So I guess the question more so is like, who's the DC equivalent of Venom? You know,
Yeah.
like Venom without Spider-Man was a weird idea. Morbius
And
without Spider-Man, okay, he's a vampire.
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
It's kind of
yeah. And same thing kind of with Craven, I guess, too.
Yeah. Well, Craven more so is just like
is the idea of doing Last Hunt without Spider-Man. I think that's what it is for Craven.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know if they're going to do Last Hunt. Maybe. I don't know.
I would hope not. Fuck.
It seems like they'll like call it that and then not do it that, you know.
Yeah.
Craven First Hunt. That's what they're
First
do.
Hunt. That's a good. Yeah. Oh, that's a good. That's a good title. Somebody should come up with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Some fucking Batman without Alfred. There you go. But they
there we go.
Batman without.
You mean Alfred without Batman?
yeah, Alfred without Batman, which they've done.
The
also.
thing that they did, the TV show.
Well, they did it with his dad. Thomas Wayne's in that show, I guess.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think he's the guy. He's the other guy with the mustache. I think.
That doesn't narrow.
And I think Martha Wayne is also in this. This is true. It's like a 40s show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have any other.
I was just thinking like their origins tied to another person, which like I guess Joker would be that.
Brainiac not tied to Superman.
That would just be strange. I guess like I mean like any of the new gods are inherently tied to the other new gods.
Yeah.
You can't really do Mr. Miracle. Without Darkseid.
Yeah. You know.
DC
is I think DC I guess is kind of better at making like little individual pockets for people to
ironically all their newer characters would be better without their ties to other characters.
Yeah.
Like Jessica Cruz, who is a character I adore.
Yeah.
Her origin's really complicated.
Yeah.
Because it's like the crime syndicate power ring was the Green Lantern equivalent of Earth of Crime Syndicate.
Yeah.
And then the power ring went to Jessica, who was power ring for a while.
Yeah.
She lost the power ring and then became Green Lantern from that.
Yeah.
It's just more interesting because she just becomes Green Lantern. It's just easier, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah, I would say whatever I said before. Steel, I guess.
Steel. Yeah. Steel.
Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor also. Lex Luthor without Superman is far less interesting. He's just Jeff Bezos.
Yep. Yeah. Which some people will consider that interesting. Maybe.
No, they wouldn't.
I
would hope not. I would not. If you're watching this podcast, I hope not. If you made it this far,
you apologize for being
if you have made it this far into this podcast and my content at all, if you made it through one video and you come out of that being like, I'm still a fan of Elon Musk, I failed. Yeah. I think I've made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment.
They just want Elon Musk to be Batman. That's what they want.
They want to be Iron Man, and I go in the movies for that.
I remember the only reason I was like, ooh, Elon Musk was I was like, there's that one thing where they're working on the jumpsuit. It was like the Hacksmith. Do you watch Hacksmith videos? Hacksmith is cool.
I bet, yeah.
They were working on that like thing with the other guy who made the jetpack thing. And I was just looking forward to seeing like, I don't know, Elon Musk finance that or some shit, but that never happened because it's a fucking
I mean, everything Elon Musk does is an ego trip and just for press.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Who cares?
Elon Musk is like, yeah, I'm going to finance that. And then he goes and fucking like builds another
to the moon.
Mine.
Silence. Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. Anyway, before we get all socialist and shit.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Fanboy Talk, everybody. This has been Troy Boy 17 coming to you live.
Remember to eat your Morbius beans in the theater.
Did you hear that shit?
No, I didn't hear
it. It was just pounding on my wall. That's fun.
I heard honking outside my window earlier.
All right.
Yeah.
I think they're telling me to stop.
Yeah.
But, my neighbors are telling me to end this.
Yeah,
so
this is fair. Go eat your beans. Eat your Morbius beans. When someone eats beans in the Morbius theater, hashtag Morbius beans, hashtag MorbiusSweep. I'm going to actually tag this with hashtag MorbiusSweep.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. I'm still trying to figure out the title.
Yeah.
We'll see. But all right. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah.
Apology video's up right now.
That's what you have to promote.
Yeah. That's the most recent thing. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. About half the Injustice video is done. I think it's going to be my best video yet, but
hell
I don't know.
It is.
We'll see.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But all right. See you guys.
Bye. Morbius Sweep.